In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast. It is Friday, January, February, March. I have to count to the months. It's March 15th because I'm a child. You don't do that? January, February, March?
No.
March 15th, 2019.
What do you do in December? You count the whole year?
December's 12, obviously. So sometimes you can count backwards. You go December, November, October.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't recognize swear to God, I didn't know the month count until I was like 15. It's tough. I don't know why. Again, I'm dyslexic, Ela. But I would always have to be like, God, January, February, March, April. It's so tough. It's tough. Or were you one of these geniuses that remembered the months at like an
One
early
of
age?
those geniuses.
Wow, Ela. Way to flex on me. Thank you to our sponsors today, Calm, Robinhood, Candid, and Quip. Now, we have a lot of great material here to discuss. First of all, it's ridiculous how much great stuff we have. Ethan Bradbury and Mo Bradbury were at Salt Bay's restaurant and took a video, and we got an interview with them about the experience. Hello, that's incredible. We've got Logan Paul's a flat earther. We've got Jake Paul's new single, which is just awful. We're going to enjoy watching that. Walks around in a straitjacket talking about he's single. But I come today before you all with a heavy heart.
Yeah.
Such a tragedy that occurred yesterday in New Zealand. I really don't want to get into the specifics because, to be frank, and I always say this, and I really think this when it comes to these people that do these awful things. They do it for attention. They do it for recognition. The media always gives them copious amounts of what they want. They make it like a video game with a high score. And what I would like to remind everyone that the best thing to do in situations like this is don't look at his name, don't look at his pictures, don't look at his video, don't look at his writing, don't look at his thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Don't even think about him. The guy is nothing. That's why he's nothing. Let's keep it that way.
I haven't said what we're talking about.
Because everybody, it's obvious. There was a tragedy in New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so sad, and it's just so ridiculous, you guys. I mean, I've really been disturbed by this. Just first of all, remember the victims. Think about the victims. Think about these people that were affected by it. Don't give this guy any attention. Yeah. He is nothing.
I mean, everyone in New Zealand right now is still a victim because it just happened, and who knows what else these guys are planning. And it's like everyone was locked down in schools, right, and they couldn't go anywhere and couldn't talk to anyone. It sounded horrible.
Yeah,
really
the city
horrible.
was really locked down. Well, it was a wild thing because there was people at large.
Yeah.
So nobody really knew what was going on. And then there's the other angle that this guy had brought up. He had said subscribe to PewDiePie.
And the fact that he live streamed the whole thing.
Live stream, Facebook Live the whole stream. It's just it's ridiculous. But the whole thing is just such a mess, honestly. And I think that the best thing we can do is support the victims, donate, help how you can, and don't give this guy any attention at all. That's the best way to deter this from happening. Because these people do it because they want to be famous. They want to be infamous. So starve him of that. Do not give him any attention. That's it. That's the best thing I can think to do. You know, a lot of people argue about all these huge societal issues, and well, those are perfectly valid conversations to have. I'm not in a place to discuss those things. The only thing that makes sense to me is don't give that guy any attention. If I see his picture online and I'm repulsed. I'm like, I don't even want to see his fucking face. Why are you even showing me his face? I don't even want to. I want him to not.
As soon as I heard about it on Twitter, I saw his face without even trying to look and
Don't
deep
even
at all.
That guy is nothing. Why should I see his fucking face? You know, it's funny. At any rate, it's not funny. There's nothing funny about it. So that's my personal take on how to combat these things on an individual level, because, you know, you can debate all day about it, but it's a tragedy, and let's not give him any attention at all. So that's it. That's my take. And if you do see people and if you see news outlets, and if you see people check marks sharing this stuff, tell them, unfollow him, block him, mute him. Just say, hey, dude, why are you giving him attention? Why are you showing me his picture? Right into because I think people are now starting to be aware of, like, we need to stop. I see more people talking about it now.
Yeah, I
but
see a
always,
lot of people talking about it now.
Well, I'm so happy to see that, because I really think that's a huge thing in society we need to address, because it is always, 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 we fetishize these people, especially in the mainstream media. When you put on like 24 hours news networks, it's like they get so deep into it. They're like, this was what he was up to. We looked in his room and we found this, and this is where he was talking, and this is what his brother was doing, and here's pictures of him when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
So let's not do that. I'm going to try to move on. We've got, what can you do? We've got a entertaining show here that we've planned, and we will try to entertain you.
We did remove our video.
Yeah.
Because just felt...
The timing of that was unfreaking believable.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we posted a video. We got this really horrific hate mail that blew me away when I read it, threatening to kill me and Hila and whatever, yada, 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 from a T-Series fan. And I read it, and I said, you're saying don't do that. You can just say don't do that. We read it and said, well, let's subscribe to PewDiePie for revenge. The title of the video was subscribe to PewDiePie for revenge. The same freaking day, this guy that did this awful thing says, okay, lads, subscribe to PewDiePie before. And I'm not putting blame on anybody. I'm not trying to say anything about anything. I just think that, first of all, the timing was so tragic, okay? And I think that meme is just not funny anymore.
No.
It's not, there's nothing. I think that it's just, I think that leaving that video up made me uncomfortable. I felt awful about it.
Yeah.
That I don't know. And again, I'm not blaming PewDiePie. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying
it's just timing is so...
The timing was just awful. There was nothing nice about that video anymore.
Especially with the video discussing at that.
And it said the title was like revenge.
Yeah, it was just awful.
I was like, oh my God, the timing on this was just so... I was blown away, I was just blown away. I was talking with Mr. Beast because he's coming to LA next week to do the podcast. And we had just exchanged phone numbers, and he called me, and I thought we were scheduling the podcast. He's like, no. He's like, hey, man, did you hear the news? I was like, what are you talking about? Because I was expecting his call. I just gave him my phone number to schedule. He says, oh, yeah, he said, oh, this thing just happened, and he said, subscribe to PewDiePie. And I was like, what?
I didn't want to believe it at first. I was just like, there's no way.
What? God.
So awful.
It's like the worst. It really, man, I just feel awful about it. So of course I went and erased the video. I mean, come on. And I tweeted out the video. I erased the tweet. I mean, come on. I'm not trying to. It's just that video is not funny anymore.
No.
It's not good. I felt bad, so I removed it. That's it. That's all there is to it. Unbelievable, man. there's a lot to process. I'm not making any comments about anything. It's too soon to even think about anything. I'm just processing it, and I am gutted by it. I've been feeling just awful about it. I mean,
Me too.
I couldn't believe the timing of that.
49 people dead right now, and they say at least 49 too.
Probably because a lot of people will die
Are injured.
in the hospital
Yeah.
from their injuries. Yeah.
Really crazy day yesterday because there was also shots in Tel Aviv.
The rockets, right?
Rockets. Yeah, there were rockets that usually when it reaches Tel Aviv is an unusual event. It's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just talking to my mom and she was telling me about it. She just arrived home in the evening and she started to hear the sirens.
Mm-hmm.
And then she heard like 2 big explosions because they catch the rocket in air and to not let it land anywhere. So I asked her, what did you do when you hear it? And she was like, nothing, just sitting on the couch, watching TV.
That's the
and then it
reality
just
there.
it reminded me, like, right, Israel. It's like...
Yeah, you've been gone too long.
You don't do anything. It's just what it is.
Yeah, there was a lot of... Or when we were living there together, there was a period where we were having sirens. Rockets were coming, dozens of times a day for like a month. And it was just the rocket siren. Everyone takes cover. The scariest is when you're walking on the street and then the rocket siren hits.
Yeah.
I remember Sean was walking. There was this little alley that we used to walk to the bus stop, and there's no cover there. It's wide open. And so a rocket hit Sean, a siren hit Sean when he was walking to work, and he just had to lay down in like the gutter.
You did?
Yeah. That's the worst, out in the open. You're like, all right, well, because usually you'll take cover on like the north side of a building or something away from the rocket, and you feel like relatively safe there. But out in the open, you're just like, all right, well,
yeah,
let's say a prayer. Let's say a prayer. I think people, I don't know. People are so charged up these days. So charged up, man. So, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it any more than that. Mm-hmm. Everybody's talking about it. You'll see it everywhere. On Twitter, on the news, on YouTube, on Reddit, on 24-hour news. I mean, So, let's get into the entertainment. Yes. We recently went to the doctor to celebrate the life that is coming into this earth. I'm about to sneeze. Theodore, our child, our son, we checked on when was that, like 2 days ago? Here he is. You guys ready? So this little guy, he's developed enough. I was asking the doctor, I'm like, could he technically come out now? I mean, not that I want him to. I have to tell everyone that. They're like, what are you planning?
Why are you asking?
I'm just curious about how kids develop. I says, could he technically survive outside the womb now? Just out of curiosity, because I'm curious, like, how well developed is this little guy inside of you? And yes, he could. Mm-hmm. He could technically survive outside the womb now, which is so crazy. So there's like a full-on baby in there. It's so wild. Here he is. Watch this. So that's wow. He's got a little face for sure. See that shit? So that's the face and the hands.
Eyes, nose, mouth. So
Did I trip?
was moving.
See his little heartbeat? And those are his hands on the side. You see his mouth munching? Oh my god.
Yeah.
You have to go kind of sideways.
And then his
Crazy.
It's the hand.
That's the hand on top of his
I
head.
don't have him viewed.
Like a monkey. Look at that.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
And then here's his other elbow.
More trying to look at the face.
I see.
Fantastic, isn't it? Is that his leg?
You can't see it. It's lower.
Okay.
Down. It's actually down here.
Our doctor rules. I love that guy. Man, it's not a trip.
That's awesome.
It's hard to express or to understand without being in the situation. I feel, or at least from my perspective, it's just how miraculous
Yeah.
it is. I mean, because you walk around, you're like, oh yeah, baby, you know, you had a baby. But that's me and Hila brought that out of nothingness. And there's a little baby. That's a little me and a little you.
He's an elite athlete in the
And he's he is going to be a freaking, that guy's going to run a quick mile. Man, it's just incredible. I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah. I can't wait.
So crazy. But then I saw this video. You know, childbirth is just one of those things, right?
Oh, God.
This is the funniest shit I ever seen. Watch this shit. Watch the dad's face. This is the best shit I ever seen in my life.
Awesome. Yeah. You're amazing. Okay, I'm probably going to go ahead and call her.
What did he see, you know? Like, that's how gnarly birth is. The guy just took a peek back there and he gagged. He almost threw up.
Sounded like you in your videos, man. That was like an Ethan cough.
Is that amazing? Like, he just briefly peeks and then he's just like, I'm out. He gagged. And this is like a hard guy with gold chains and tattoos and shit, right?
Okay, I'm probably going to go ahead and call her.
What did he see, man? I love how hard he looked.
I told Ethan I don't want him looking at anything down there.
I don't want to look. No, I'm going to look when the baby comes out. That's what I was advised to do by our friends that have been through this themselves.
Because some people look.
I'm not going to watch. I might peek, but I'm not going to, like, watch. I'll be there with you.
No peeking.
I'll be there. I'll be holding your hand. I'll be there with you, like our heads.
Yes.
Because I imagine there's a barrier. You're there or you're there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be there on the face side. But you know, it'd be funny if I did that just to fuck with you.
No.
I'm with Hila at her head and I peek back. I'm like, Hila, I'm going to peek. You're fine. You look fine. But it's probably got to look super gnarly.
Yeah. I'm
And
not
apparently
ready.
you shit yourself too. Because you just push and you push and you push and then you're like, well, I'm just going to shit myself. I'll be like, Hila, you just pooped. I'll let you know. No, I'm just kidding. But I heard they're real quick about it. They like know what they're doing. The nurse is like, whoop.
I don't know about that.
That's what I heard. I don't even remember where I heard that, but yeesh. You want to watch that video again?
No.
Okay. So funny. Speaking of children, did you guys hear about this college admission scandal? This thing cracks me up. It fascinates me. I'm floored by it. I'm awed by it. I can't get over the story. Super ultra rich parents were paying schools, bribing coaches, paying off people at the SATs to take the test for their kids or fudge the numbers, paying them insane amounts of money. One coach was estimated to have been paid $25 million over the course of this bribery scandal. The dude's in like Beverly Hills in a $50 million house. They're like, I wonder how he affords that. He's just a coach. How does he afford that? But it's not like he was like a big he was like the coach of like the rowing, or he was like a sports director. I don't know. I know college coaches make a F load of money, but he was not one of those people. Anyway, I got to start saving for Theodore's college fund because I figured it might cost $100,000 for like 4 years, 5 knowing our son.
Because you took 5.
Because I took 5. I'm not calling him dumb or anything, but hey, runs in the family.
Not under my watch.
But it turns out I may need actually up to $6 million to bribe the coach, which is what some people paid.
Yeah, it says some parents paid up to $6 million.
Fantastic.
How?
That's a real sucker. Because some people got in for $15,000, and then some suckers ended up paying $6 million.
What?
That was to get into like Harvard and Yale and those kind of schools, right?
More. They're like, hey, you want to get into UC Santa Cruz? $15,000. I'll take a $50,000.
Exactly.
Oh, you want Harvard? $6 million. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? I was like, $6 million. Why don't you just hire a tutor, you loser? Just study, idiot.
I don't think they care about that, Ethan.
So let me.
They want that title, Harvard.
Yeah, but like, all right. So
Buying your way into a country club almost.
So this is my favorite part of the story, that these coaches were photoshopping pictures to make them look. They would take the head of their child and Photoshop them onto athletes' bodies. Dude, how awful did those look?
They gotta release this.
Yeah, they haven't been released yet, but I'm so desperate to see what those look like. My goodness
But
gracious.
if it's like part of evidence, wouldn't it be public?
Maybe eventually. I don't know. It's not public yet.
Well, I think because it involves minors, there's some. It might even be in the case, and maybe just the media isn't releasing it because of their policy of not showing kids'
right.
faces.
You give the media that credit.
I'm giving them too much credit. Honestly.
The media is like, a baby was killed, and here's the pictures of it. From all angles. One girl got, this blew my mind, that they have people inside the SATs. That's so crazy. I don't know that you appreciate that, how insane the SATs are, but so people inside boosting their grades from 1,000, which is like a pretty shitty score. It's a very shitty score, to 1,420, which is like an incredible score.
What I don't understand is, first of all, why the parents care so much.
Yes.
Second of all, why the kids care so much. And then how do they both care about it together that much?
Yeah.
Because like if my mom cared about it so much, I feel like I would be the opposite. I would be like, I don't want to do this.
I think you
know,
have,
like as a teenager.
you have to live here to appreciate how crazy people are about college. And I think that's why we're in such a debt crisis with college, because people have fetishized college so much. And it is this collusion between parents and kids. Like it's like a heritage. Like my dad, how he is about UCLA. I mean, he's a psycho. He's ridiculous. My dad went to UCLA. He still wears like a UCLA graduation ring. The guy's like almost 70 years old. It's like, get over it, dude.
Pretty
His
awful ring.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's like a huge blue ring. It looks like a high school graduation ring. It's like the guy's license plate says hates USC because USC is their sports rival. Okay. When I was a kid, my dad saw somebody with a USC license plate, and he, with the whole family in the car, sped in front of him and cut him off very dangerously on the freeway with his whole family in the car. I'm not kidding. Like, and I'm not exaggerating either. My mom was like, Gary, what are you doing? Slow down. And my dad just shuts down. When he gets upset, he shuts down.
He doesn't say anything.
And he shuts down. He forgets that his whole family's in the car, which apparently he cares about less than shoving it to this USC fan minding his own business. He literally cuts him off. Super dangerous on the freeway, probably going 80 miles per hour.
So there's definitely a cultural difference that I'm not aware of.
Absolutely.
Because in Israel, no one cares that much about which college you go to. Like,
Absolutely.
Like no one cares.
People are insane about college sports, about college life, about fraternities. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So did you apply to UCLA?
I don't think I did even. My grades were not good enough. I was like USC and maybe UC Davis.
Was it obvious that your dad was disappointed? Like,
dude, I don't give a fuck about what my dad thought. I didn't even entertain the thought. But my grades were not.
But
good
that's how I would think normally. Like, your dad is obsessed with UCLA. You'd be like, fuck UCLA. I'm going as far as I can from UCLA. No?
Well,
as a
not
teenager?
everybody has that relationship with their parents. My brother, for example, went to UCLA. And they have that in common, my brother and my dad. But a lot of people, I think it's very common that they're like, I'm gonna. It's a status for the parent too. We're like, I'm gonna get you getting into the best school reflects as good on me
Really?
as it does on you. Of course.
Well, maybe
My
if,
student goes to Harvard.
maybe if you actually raised a smart kid that could get into
Yeah.
UCLA.
I'm sure that would be, well, it's a lot more difficult.
But that's crazy.
More difficult too when they're kids that don't deserve to go there that are getting in because their parents bribed somebody.
Right. No, and these are really prestigious, difficult schools to get into. And so it takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication and a lot of heart to get into these schools, which are very competitive because of all these reasons I mentioned before. And so I think that it does make sense. And these fucking rich cocksuckers. Like there's this one famous woman from Full House, Lori Lolan. How do you say her name?
I don't know.
Laughlin.
Laughlin. That's a weird one. That's like Irish, right? Her daughter. So this Lori Laughlin. Let me pull up a picture. She's in Full House, and she paid $500,000 to bribe a coach to pretend her daughter was an athlete. You guys might recognize her. Now, here's the crazy part. Her daughter is a fairly large beauty guru on YouTube, a YouTube channel. And she paid $500,000 for her stupid, talentless daughter to get into like USC or something or some prestigious school. And
I think it was for two daughters, the 500.
Oh, it was a bargain deal.
She got like a 1+1.
Bargain deal. Buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
There's no way that they didn't know what was going on, in my opinion. She says she didn't know. Give me a fucking break. That's my opinion. But like these rich, super rich family colluding together to fraud,
She's like,
to cheat their way, basically to buy prestige and to act like you're like a good, like you, like that is like it's so messed up. Like what does that say about your outlook on the world when a mother and daughter can collude happily to lie to get her into a prestigious school that she didn't earn?
I don't blame the daughter at all. It's all on the parent, if you ask me.
Well, she raised the daughter.
Even at this age, you are still the parent. What kind of values are you teaching her?
Right. That's good parenting.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call good parenting. And she's a beauty guru. She has like 1.6 million. She had like
almost 2 million subscribers.
She had a huge collaboration with Sephora. If you guys don't know what Sephora is, it's like this ridiculous money-making makeup company. I mean, that must have been worth like, I would guess, millions. She was going to make a product with Sephora. They dropped her like a bag of dirt. And I saw her, yeah. This is what's self-made. It reminded me of that Kylie Jenner self-made billionaire. Yeah, she's self-made just like Kylie Jenner. Hey guys, here's my $50,000 collection of makeup products. Yeah, self-made. If she's self-made, then I'm the Pope.
So funny that this is like she's from Full House. Like you're supposed to be.
Oh, she's going to jail too, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Eli. I just got excited.
I just said the character from Full House is going to jail.
She went to, the cops were like, hey, prison time, dum-dum, fraud. And she posted bail, $1 million bail. But her ass is in hot water. And her daughter's kind of fucked. She erased all the comments or disabled all the comments and shit on her YouTube channel. I didn't know you guys. I just thought that I could get into a prestigious college with a 2.0 and a 1,000 SAT.
But imagine for her, she's growing up in this environment, and probably her mom's friends are also doing it.
Guys, I thought I could get into Harvard with a C average. I had no idea. The SAT, I didn't even take the SAT. They just sent me a card that said I got a 1420. I had no idea that my mom was cheating. I was homeschooled, you guys. What's high school? All right, let's take a break. We got a lot more to talk about. Eli, I appreciate that you're trying to sympathize with her. I'm just having a good time.
Because I have a problem. Whenever there's an adult in the situation, you gotta blame the adult, no matter how old is the girl. It doesn't matter. Like, she's still not as old as her mom to know better.
Here's the thing. She's a girl who a lot of her friends and stuff are working their ass off to get into a prestigious school. She sees that. You see, when you're in high school and you're applying to colleges, you see a lot of people around you getting their heart broken and crying because they didn't get into school.
Not in her life.
I'm
She's
telling
like
you, no, this
Beverly Hills, whatever.
no,
richest of
it
the
is
rich.
in her life. The money only gets you in if you're a scammer, if you're a frauder. I'm sure that she had 1,000 peers in her class, 500 peers or whatever. That's what I had. A lot of them don't get into the college of their choice because they got rejected. You're crying, you're upset. But she knew that they just paid $500,000 to get into. Well, I don't care. I'm not trying to blame her. I don't care. It's a funny story. What do I care? I got. Why are you all upset? I got D's all throughout high school, and I'm going to Harvard. It's not that hard.
She probably thought they just checked out her YouTube channel and liked her. You know,
I wrote a really good cover letter. I think that's why they let me in, even though I have F's.
they just watched my Urban Outfitters haul,
They
and they loved my picks of the month.
Yeah. They liked my bikini shots. They must have watched my YouTube channel when I did a huge. I've got a lot of subscribers, and I've got a lot of makeup, and I'm going to Harvard. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back. We got so much more to talk about, guys. It's only funnier and more engaging from here. All right. Hila, stress is a worldwide epidemic. Why is this happening? Life is too complicated. There's way too much stuff for us to figure out. Try getting a date, for Christ's sake. Not you, because we're married. Don't get a date. We're fine. But with stress and anxiety, many people can often feel exhausted during the day. But then when it's time to go to sleep, guess what? You cannot fall asleep. That's the biggest curse that you can face as a human being on this planet Earth. If worry is affecting your days and nights, it's probably going to be affecting your overall health too. You're shaving days off your life. That's why I'm proud to be partnering with Calm, the #1 app to help reduce your anxiety and stress and to help you sleep better. More than 40 million people around the world have downloaded it. If you head to calm.com/H3, you'll get 25% off a Calm Premium subscription, which includes guided meditation on issues like anxiety, stress, and focus, including brand new meditation every day. There are also sleep stories, which are bedtime stories for adults designed to help you relax. They even have soothing music and more. Guys, everybody is so stressed in this planet. Everything is way too complex. It's ridiculous. We need Calm, and we need to be calm. Right now, H3 listeners get 25% off a Calm Premium subscription at calm.com. Calm.com. It's the same thing. Calm.com. Calm.com/H3. That's CALM.com/H3. Get unlimited access to all of Calm's content today at calm.com/H3. Get calm and stop stressing. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, option, cryptos, all commission-free, Hila. That's right. It's way too sweet of a deal. While other brokers can charge up to $10 for every trade, Robinhood doesn't charge any commission fees, so you can trade stocks and keep all of your profits. Plus, there's no account minimum deposit needed to get started, so you can start investing at any level. Now, here's what I love about Robinhood. They have tutorials. It's very beginner-friendly, but it's great for everybody. They teach you how to trade while you're doing it. They have these wonderful, terrific tutorials that make it very easy to learn. There's no commission. If you've ever been interested in the stock market or trading of any kind, get onto Robinhood because this is the place to learn. This is the place to do it. Simple, intuitive design. It makes it easy for newcomers and experts alike. View easy-to-understand charts and market data and place a trade in just 4 taps of your smartphone. You can also view stock collections, such as 100 Most Popular. With Robinhood, you can learn how to invest in the market as you build your portfolio. Discover new stocks, track your favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest. Here is where it gets juicy. Robinhood is giving listeners of our podcast a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help you build your portfolio. What the F? A free stock. Sign me up. Sign you up at h3podcast.robinhood.com. Head on over to h3podcast.robinhood.com and get a free stock to get you started learning and trading right heckin' today. I wish so bad that Candid existed when I had a kid because I had braces and it was the worst freaking thing ever. And my teeth weren't bad. I just had a couple little nubs that needed to be pushed back. And what Candid does, it's cheaper, it's faster, and it's invisible so you can take it out when you eat food. Can you imagine the convenience? This is a revolution. If you have a smile or your teeth, there's an imperfection that always hurts you. Now is the time to transform your life. Candid makes a clear aligner that are sent directly to your home and customized specifically to straighten your teeth. The aligners fix crooked teeth, crowding, protrusions, and gaps. The first step is to purchase their modeling kit, which will be sent to your home so you can take first impressions of your teeth. Then their network of orthodontists review your specific case and provide you with a 3D preview of what your treatment will look like. You can also talk to a real person at any time. They have beautiful, gracious customer support. Their treatment time takes about 6 months, and it's going to save you thousands of dollars compared to the traditional route. And my God, I was watching Billie Eilish, is that her name?
On
Hot Ones, and she's about to eat a wing, and she just took out, I didn't even know she was wearing them. I was like, oh my God, I'm so jealous, you guys. You're one step away from getting straighter, whiter teeth. By the way, they whiten your freaking teeth. Did I mention that? Take advantage of Candid's risk-free modeling kit guarantee. Plus, when you use my dedicated link, candidco.com/H3, you'll save 50% on your modeling kit. That's candidco.com/H3 to get 50% off the price of your modeling kit. Go to candidco.com/H3 and get that beautiful, confident, radiant smile that is going to change everything you ever knew about what it means to be a life on this planet Earth. What more is there to say about the Quip electric toothbrush that hasn't already been said? I'm going to restate a couple of things if you don't know. It's an electric toothbrush at a $25 price point that is giving you the best clean in your mouth that you've ever experienced. It's got the best, softest bristles. It tells you how long to brush. It vibrates when it tells you to pull. It pulsates when it tells you to switch sides. It's going to give you the best clean in your mouth that you're ever going to get for $25. Now, oral hygiene is one of the most important things on this planet Earth. I'm talking relationships. I'm talking professionally. That is the last thing you want to put out to the world, that you have stinky breath, yellow teeth, that you don't take care of your mouth. Because guess what? If you don't take care of your mouth, people know you don't take care of the rest of your life. It's that important. And I'm telling you, this is the only toothbrush that I'm going to use. Okay? It's not bulky. It's slick. It's a tiny vibrating tube that you stick in your mouth. What more do you need to know than that? Okay? Here's the deal, guys. And I'm telling you, it's at $25. Just give it a shot. You're going to see what I'm talking about. It's freaking amazing. And also has a little tongue scraper on the back to clean that disgusting tongue. You got to brush your tongue, people. And by the way, you also have to brush the top of your mouth, too. You got to all that plaque.
You do?
Yes, Hila. Because that's all plaque from your tongue gets stuck to the roof. You got to clean it all. You got to clean the gums, and you got to do it with the Quip electric toothbrush. Now, you'll find out more brushing tips with Ethan next week. But until then, they're backed by 20,000 dental professionals. It starts at $25. Go to getquip.com/H3 right now. You get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's a top and a pack of toothpaste, I believe, you're going to get for free. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/H3. Welcome back, everybody. Now, we were on the topic of Lori Loughlin talking... Loughlin. Lori Loughlin from Full House talking with her daughter, the very one that she bribed, Olivia Jade, the YouTuber, the very one she bribed to get into school.
I don't ever do.
This clip is from March of this year. Oh, this is from August 2017 originally. So, this is her with her daughter. Just a couple. This is way too good. Let me just clarify once again, because this is way too good. This lady paid $500,000 to cheat for her daughter to get into a school she didn't qualify for.
I think it was daughters. I think it was 2.
Well, okay, sure, but this is the one that we're in question.
And I looked it up. It was USC actually.
So USC, and she is a beauty guru, and here they are talking about how. Let's just watch. This is so good.
Oh, okay. So this is the other daughter, I think.
No. This is Olivia. It says
Because
here.
look, it says Isabella.
Oh, her daughters Bella and Olivia Jade. Oh, fuck, the name's right there. So this is the other one. But Olivia Jade's the YouTuber.
Yeah.
So, but at any rate, listen to her talking about her daughters.
I never push my kids to. I always say do the best you can.
And if it's not, I'll just buy you into college. You believe this shit? Look at her sitting up there like she's a model mom. You fucking suck.
You know what I don't ever do? I never push my kids to. I always say do the best you can.
No way.
Wait,
You believe this shit?
let it play more.
It's too rich. All right, I'm not going to interrupt. You guys just listen.
I was never that kid. My husband too, their dad. We were never like at school. You got to get straight A's. We were never those parents. We were always like, you know what? Give it your all. Do the best you can. Because in life, if you give it your all and you do the best you can, that's it. That's all you can do, and that's enough, in my opinion. Especially with kids, I think we put so much pressure and stress on them. A lot of it is unnecessary, and I think it's important to just have downtime, free time. I never overscheduled my kids. I always gave them plenty of time to just sit in their playroom and, use their imaginations.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a psycho.
Wow.
What a psycho.
So I love how the daughter never says anything, and it's all about the mom.
Yeah, that gives you a peek into. You believe the irony is so rich. It's so rich. You could slice it with a knife. We don't push them too far because all you could do is try. And then we'll pay $500,000 to get you to USC and Photoshop your face on an athlete. Dude, it's so crazy. Is her husband someone famous? I think her husband is also someone famous. He's like some rich ass.
I'll look it up.
Yeah,
Massimo. He's like
a fashion designer.
Yeah, he does all like the Target shit.
Target. Let me see what he looks like.
Oh, yeah.
How do you spell his last name? Massimo. I don't need y'all to see how stupid I really am when I try to spell.
Actually, Zach's wrong.
That's not the
He
name.
is
What the hell is this?
He's an executive at Lionsgate, actually, so he's in the film industry.
What's his
I
name?
just looked it up.
No, it's
Michael R. Burns.
Y'all, you need to get your facts straight. If you're confused,
Oh, maybe that was
What hope do
her
I
first
have?
husband? She's been married multiple times. Oh, Massimo. Damn. I'm sorry, Zach.
That's okay.
Concede the point.
but I couldn't find the. How do you spell his name? I didn't see anything about Massimo.
Mossimo. Mossimo.
M-A.
It's all of the. It's like Target's brand. It's like all the clothes at Target.
M-A-S-S-I-M-O. Why am I not seeing anything?
Mossimo.
Can you all just send me a link of the picture of him? I want to see what he looks like.
Sure.
Yep.
Massimo Giuliani.
So here's the.
There he is.
Here, let me see. Let's get a look at this guy. Oh. Oh, yeah. Look at this. What a handsome couple. Oh, he's old as fuck, actually. What the hell?
Wait,
Here?
that can't be the same
No,
guy.
that's not it.
That
Okay.
can't be the same guy.
Because here he's like, damn, I'd fuck this guy. But then here he's like, Grandpa, what's up, Gramps?
Interesting.
Are you I think that is him.
No, that is him.
He forgot. To
He's old
take
as hell.
The youth pill that day.
He
That's
forgot
right.
to
Drink
to
his
do
baby
hairs.
blood.
What is that cheap ass hair dye called? Hairs for men. Hairs for Men? That's not what it's called.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, men's. Yeah, I know what you mean.
The one we did a video, the black, where I dyed all my hair.
Just for men.
Just for men.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
the
just
name
for men.
of
I
it.
love that. No women allowed. Yeah. She married. Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't do the baby foreskin treatment this month.
Wait, what is going on with their age? Are they the same age? Because she does not appear to have aged much, and he has aged like 50 years. Right? Can you get me an age difference on these guys?
She is 54 years old, and he is
70.
55. No, he's younger than her.
What the?
Or right.
You know what she's doing? She's getting baby foreskin injection.
I think so.
Holy smoke, she looks good. You know, it's usually the people complain the opposite, right? That the man ages gracefully and the woman does not.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, I will say that foreskin has gone to good use. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if she was literally drinking baby's blood or some weird, crazy shit. Crazy. Yep. Here's the tweet from Sephora. Hi there. After careful review of recent developments, we have made the decision to end the Sephora collection partnership with Olivia Jade.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's
Effective immediately.
bro. That hurts. That is like millions. Dude, we went to Sephora once. I was trying to find beauty products. You can't even walk out of there without spending $500. It's ridiculous.
It's like the whole mall can be empty, but Sephora is like a party.
Yeah, it
Everyone is there.
There's like techno playing. It always smells like ass. Not actual ass. But you walk out of there.
Like perfume.
You know when you go to a bar and everybody's smoking and then all your clothes stink forever? So it's kind of like that. It's like this
You stink
horrible
from
perfume. Yeah, and your
Hate
clothes are
that.
just fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I love this story. I love everything about it.
Family values.
Full House.
Yeah, now I guess some of those colleges are getting sued because the current students are like, you devalued our diplomas.
Yeah. That's an interesting point, you know. Although I don't think that college, it was the... Okay, so it was apparently perpetrated by bad actors.
Yeah.
But how do you defraud a school that easily? I just photoshopped the kid's face on? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that easy?
If you're on the inside, I don't
Guess
know.
they trust you. Dude, one coach made $25 million.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, here's her daughter.
Wait, David, can we switch
Apparently,
sides? That's my bad side.
this is her most popular video. This is how she, I guess, got big, is that she's friends with David Dobrik. I have no idea how David Dobrik...
Then that's how.
This is her most popular video. So I'm sure it was a huge boost for her.
Mm-hmm.
But here she is with her mom, John Stamos, looking like he just... John Stamos looking like his plane's about to go down or something. Look at that face. And David Dobrik, I really don't know how they match up here.
I can't even see if it's focused, and it looks really overexposed.
Yes. Cut that part, by the way. Here's my tip as a YouTuber. Cut that part. The part where you're setting up the camera and talking about it being overexposed, not charming. Cut it.
Good. That's your good side. We're meant to be friends. There you go. Is that bad?
Go back. This should be at 40, I think.
Look what these kids do.
Man, these guys, they're like, everything's content. They're like, us setting up the frame is content. All right. Shit. All right. Anyway. Fascinating stuff. I guess we've talked about this enough. Michael Jackson. We've talked extensively about Michael Jackson in previous episodes, and I am not trying to judge up that conversation again. I only want to point out one thing quickly that I noticed. Me and Hila were at home watching. There was this absolutely infamous documentary and from 2003 called Living with Michael Jackson. And me and Hila decided to go back and watch that documentary. It was fascinating. A really terrific peek inside of Michael Jackson's life. Now, here...
It's been a while since I got to watch that.
Yeah, that was.
You let up on the fascinatings recently, so
yeah,
glad to hear it coming back.
I think everyone got into his head.
Oh yeah, there's no question. It's coming in hot though.
I found it really fascinating.
It's coming in very hot.
That's the way we like it.
So we're watching. Oh, this isn't it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we did this little remix. Here, you guys enjoy this. I want to sleep with you all night. I want to touch your penis. Yeah. Your parents. I like that tiny little. Yes.
Nice.
Shout out to who was the perpetrator?
Charlie Stables. If you're out there
Charlie
listening, thank you for
Stables.
sending that, man. That was that cracked us up.
Keep it coming, man. I love it. So we're watching the documentary, and I'm showing you the video only to show you that this is proof that this is, because I showed this to some of my friends and they didn't believe that it was real. So here's this I took on my own phone. Michael Jackson sitting in front of this painting. Okay, here he is. So now down to that you trust me and you know that it's real. Let me show you the picture itself. This is a painting he commissioned. That's in his living room, and it's him naked, pretty much, and a bunch of little boys, naked little boys. What is going on with this? You guys see that?
We are seeing that.
Yeah. So it's Michael Jackson with a bunch of angels, little boys around. I would guess.
Here's the.
Why is that so impossible to frame up?
Actually, it's behind. Here, let me send you on Discord.
I zoom in and it gets smaller. Explain that.
Can't explain.
Click on the one that I sent you.
We are killing it. Oh. Okay. So here you go.
There.
So that's the real one. So what he's done is taken out Venus, I guess. I don't know anything about mythology. But he's like, all these little boys, it's a birth giving, it's a motherly thing, right? So he's like, let's take the mom out and it's about a maternal thing. But now let's put in me, jacked, barely covering my dick, with little naked boys. So again, you're kind of missing the point of the original Michael. And it's a little strange. Can we all agree it's a little strange that he has this in his living room? Even those who think he's innocent, look at this and tell me, boy, that's a little strange. Let's hear.
Very normal.
Naked. Actually, this is a little girl, I guess. Isn't it?
The main subject in that?
Well,
or are you talking about the cherub?
Why am I looking at a statue of because they copied him. Yeah, okay. That's enough of that. So as I said, it was a short little brief one. So guys, thank you for watching our segment today on Michael Jackson. I hope you enjoyed it. That ends the conversation. All night. You guys, your effects are too loud, I think. All night. Butthole. Yes. We love our fans. Truly the best fans. Such fun. We're having such a fun time here today at the A Street Podcast. So there you have it. Oh, and then also to revisit another terrific subject that we had spoke about last week. So as you know, I'm a huge fan of R. Kelly's. Did you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Mm-hmm. Did you get your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. I said, did you get your passport?
But wait, should we show that
Did you get your shot?
We found the full version?
Yeah, that's what I'm leading up to.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my favorite video on the whole goddamn internet. And so what I found was the full version leading up to R. Kelly going, did you get your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl. And so here you can kind of see a little more context, which I enjoyed it. I mean, I can't get enough of this video. It's fantastic. But it's during New Year. So what you see on one side is fireworks going on. A jubilant party.
Perfect.
Which is kind of the perfect setting for R. Kelly to be like, girl, would you like to come back to America? So
new year, new beginning.
Exactly.
New country.
Exactly.
New cult.
Bro, I love that they rehearsed this. This is like a bit. And the backup singers are all queued up on it.
Let's settle down for a
Let's
second.
settle down for a second now. He's like a preacher. I want to talk to you about Jesus. Oh, I mean, I need a girlfriend.
The day before I got on the plane to come out here,
There's fireworks.
me and my girl broke up.
There's a split screen for those who are listening. There's fireworks going on the left, and R. Kelly preaching on the right.
Yeah.
He has like 20 girlfriends, so I don't know what he's going on about. And he doesn't allow breakups.
It means one of them ran away.
Yeah, that exactly.
And it was over something really, really silly. Something we shouldn't
She wanted to use the bathroom, and I said, "Girl, you gotta wait 20 hours."
We broke up.
You know, silly stuff.
I said, "Girl, I'm gonna pee on you." She didn't want me to. I was like, "Damn."
Question. Is there
She's like, "I'm only
anybody out there
15,
single
Caddy." Girl, that's old enough for me. Shit.
that broke up with a man and they looking for somebody else right now?
Yes.
You gotta be
I'm so upbeat.
You gotta be single. Single ladies, put your
You gotta
hands
be
in the air.
single.
So I
You gotta
can
have
see.
nobody in your life that cares about you who will notice that you're gone. How single are you, girl? Do you have a mom?
I'm confused.
What's your relationship like?
Yeah.
Single ladies, single ladies.
Single ladies.
Single ladies without a job or anybody that can vouch for your
Now, I would
whereabouts.
like to get to know you and talk to you and have a drink or something, and we can just have something to eat and just.
Put a chain on your leg. Have a snack. Cheese.
At the end of the conversation, I'm gonna want you to come back to America with me.
Oh.
I know I am.
Wow.
So you
It's a
gotta be
fantasy.
willing
Hit me,
to split the difference. Come to
What's that?
America and see
Hit me
me.
with-
I come out here to
Hey,
see you
oh.
in Ethiopia. But it's so hard to get back and forth.
That's
Fireworks overlay.
Yeah.
How am I
It's
gonna
so
get
hard.
you from Ethiopia?
He's saying it from
America.
experience.
Oh, it's so hard.
Let me think.
Let me think, baby. This is so epic. You
Let me
guys
think.
have to appreciate what you're saying right now.
Let me think.
This is
I love the thinking.
legendary.
Love
he-
the thinking.
It took quite a bit of time. He's thinking hard on this. Here it comes, y'all. Buckle up. Seatbelts on.
You got it.
Do you have your passport? Do you have your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? That face.
That face is the best.
Yes! Does your mother not love you? Do you have living relatives? Well, anybody missed you if you came to America? That's what I'm talking about.
Do you have your
So much passion, bro.
Did you get your shot?
Do you mind if I piss on you in America? Man, this is the best video on the internet, and nobody can change my
Love it.
mind. Fuck, it's like such a thrill to watch that.
It's like one of those super amazing songs from like a Disney movie. Like a really beautiful song.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking that as well, Dan.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
It's a
about.
whole new world. Put those chains on my legs. Don't you dare close your eyes, because I'm going to pee in your eyeballs. Did you have your passports? Do you have your shots? Wait, how do I get the... It ain't hard being R. Kelly. Here. Do I start on that note? I'm going to
You missed your cue.
I missed my...
Missed
the
the
downbeat.
cue, Ethan.
Okay, hang on. Here, I think it's coming up.
Coming up.
Here we go.
One more measure.
Here we go. Here we go. Everybody buckle in. Seats on tight.
3,
Here we go.
2.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. America.
America.
Girl, do you like piss play? Do you like scat play? I hope you got your shots because you can get an infection in America.
Yes, I like America.
Girl, gonna lock you in my dungeon.
The black room.
The black room. Yeah. Now, baby, let me think hard. I'm trying to think, baby, how do I get you from America or from Ethiopia to America? And there's only one way. You gotta give me your passport so I can shred it up when we arrive. I got a sex cult, baby, and I'd like you to join. Yes. Now, you're gonna be having sex with a lot of ladies and a lot of men. So we gotta check you for STDs, and we gotta make sure you get your shots, girl. Whoa.
It was getting near the end.
Yeah, I
he
appreciate
looped.
That was good. No, that was good. Good planning. Ela, you want to do an impression?
No, I was gonna ask you to do the face that he does.
America. The face is like, did I just say that shit out loud?
Yep, I said it.
And he holds it for a minute, too. Would you? Oh, girl. You look so good. Now, honey, I'm going to need you to get on the first flight over, but have you checked yourself for polio? We don't want none of that Ebola back home neither, girl, so get that checked out. Yes. Girl, do you have HIV yet? Because that's a no. I'm sorry, baby. You look good, though. Girl, do you have syphilis in your brain? I'm sorry, girl. That's a no for syphilis. Chlamydia, that's curable. Let's think about it. Chlamydia is curable, but I don't want it to get too far now. Girl, do you have gonorrhea? That's curable. Gonorrhea is curable, girl. You just take a little antibiotics. Girl, do you have genital herpes? That one's a little tougher to navigate, baby. I'm going to have to pass on the genital herpes. Girl, do you have HPV? Well, I don't. I'm gonna pass on the HPV, generally speaking. Girl, do you have hepatitis A through Z? Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the hepatitis, baby. But you look good. Good. Have a great life in Ethiopia. What kind of diseases can you catch from eating feces? Well, you're gonna want to get a shot against that. Girl, what diseases can you catch from drinking pee? You're gonna want to get shots for that, baby. Yeah. Not that I'm saying I'm gonna pee on you, but there's a shot. You know what I'm saying? A shot. So get that shot. All right. What I mean is, I'm in love with you. So epic. Fireworks are going off. Girls are screaming. Their hands are in the air. They want to come back to America, America, home of the free. Live in my basement and drink my pee. Yeah. Oh. I find it interesting that everybody is like, oh yeah, R. Kelly definitely is guilty. But MJ, oh, there's no evidence. The burden, there's the same amount of...
R. Kelly's not as likable.
But am I wrong? And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to speak out of turn here. But people say, oh, well, it's just their word against Michael's. There's no actual evidence.
Well, I guess with R. Kelly, there are videos of him with
there's the
underage
famous
girls.
P tape, yeah.
Although he did get...
He got acquitted on that one.
Yeah, he got acquitted somehow, but...
The girl in the tape said it wasn't her.
Oh.
Is why. Because she was still kind of under his spell.
So, but doesn't that correlate? It's like, oh, why would you lie about that? Everyone, okay, you know what? Let's not get into this again.
Yeah. We've covered it.
Girl.
My whole YouTube page is just Michael Jackson videos.
I know. It's fascinating. I watch
Because
them.
last week we did so much research.
Yeah. No, we didn't do any research if you read the comments.
You just watched the documentary.
Yeah.
I'm still in the research because it's just my whole feed, and I'm down. I'm watching it. I'm watching all this Michael Jackson stuff.
I find it endlessly fascinating. Girl, did you get your shots? Is that not romantic? Sorry, if that's not romantic, I don't know what is. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
Okay, we had an.
Yeah, everyone's like, no, not this, no.
I was just thinking to myself, we don't have headphones on. And we have no idea what it sounds like.
Oh, I sound bomb.
Like us
Sound
with the
fantastic.
music.
Well, you have the chat open. What are they saying?
They're just obsessed with Shredder right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I
There's
see
a
why
lot of Shredders playing.
Why is Shredder?
I don't know. They're still demanding Shredder Camp. It's coming. It's in the works.
So Shredder doesn't come with us to the office anymore. He does
sometimes, but
occasionally. Yeah.
He started to get more restless when we bring him.
Yeah, he's restless. He's a young lad. He's got a lot of energy. He's still got his balls, so he's got like a lot of testosterone. He's got a lot of energy. I mean, he's the sweetest soul that ever graced this planet. I love him. He is the light of my life. He's my heart, my soul, my everything.
Yep.
I consider him my son, my firstborn son, to be frank.
He did get his shots.
He did get his shots.
Do you have a passport?
No. No. But he did, yeah.
Maybe next time we should bring him though.
Yeah.
Shredder Camp.
Yeah, that'd be fun. No, but we have people like with him. My mom goes and takes him to the park. We have someone there with him now. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. Guys, did you know that Shaq is in every freaking commercial? This is not a conspiracy. I've been watching television with Hila. I've been watching a lot of stupid crap like Shark Tank Shark Tank, come on.
But
Bachelor.
let me say that we don't watch a lot of television.
No?
And keep that in mind.
You're dead to me.
Every time
and
we
you are,
see
'cause I know.
commercials, we see Shaq.
Yeah.
Like every single time.
I was thinking of making a tweet. I was like, is it just me or Shaq in every other commercial on television? And so I says, okay, well, I've definitely seen him in a Gold Bond commercial. Definitely seen him in a Carnival Cruise commercial. I've definitely seen him in an Icy Hot commercial. I says to the guys in back, can you guys go find every recent, and I'm just talking about like recent. This is stuff that's on television right now. I'm not talking about historical. But so we put together this mega compilation of all the commercials Shaq is in, recent memory. This guy is in every commercial on television. Yeah. Why is it? Is he just cheap? Is he easy to get a hold of?
I don't think he's cheap.
Yeah, Shaq's rich as hell. But I guess he's like, everybody knows Shaq and he's available. He's like, I'll do a commercial for fucking anything.
I think it's just that people love him so much that they'll actually buy whatever he's telling them to buy.
He's got to be giving a good deal. Let's watch this compilation. Yeah.
Oh, it's muted.
Yeah,
there you go.
Here we go. So.
I'm Shaq. I wake up cool, but this keeps it going.
Gold Bond.
Bring your milk and cookies.
Oreos.
Let the Oreo dunk challenge begin. Show your dunk for a chance to win.
Krispy Kreme.
Surprise! Go big in JC Penney.
JC Penney.
JC Penney. I mean,
yeah.
Welcome to
Carnival
the
Cruise.
30-minute tour.
By the way, and he has
30-second tour.
No, man, it's like
he has multiple like ads with each of these companies, different ads. I just pulled one. I know he's in several Carnival Cruise.
Now it's 26.
welcome aboard. Everyone
The
knows
General.
for his affordable auto insurance.
And everyone knows Shaq as a basketball Hall of Famer.
But I bet you didn't know we're karate masters. Better than a
This
black
shit's
belt.
so
It's a Shaq belt.
dumb.
He out. If you
I
don't
love
know
that cut, by
luxurious-
the way. Buick?
Yet fuel
Bro,
efficient
Shaq, I know you don't drive a Buick. Shaq does not drive a Buick. And he's definitely not insured by the General. I'll tell you that. I never understood General Insurance. It's like the shittiest CGI General telling me to get his car insurance.
Why do all insurance companies have like a weird CGI?
It's a really good observation. You're right.
I think there's
Geico.
one in Israel that has like a parrot.
What the F is going on there?
It's not
We
convincing
need to Shane
anyone.
a conspiracy documentary about that. But General by far has the absolute worst one. The General looks. I mean, I've been dumbfounded by that for a long time. Shaq drives. If Shaq drives a Buick,
Then
if Shaq drives a Buick,
R. Kelly's innocent.
wow. If Shaq drives a Buick, then the Pope shits in his hat and then eats it. Graphic? Too graphic?
Just a lot of Pope comparisons.
I like because I like.
Big.
Okay, how about this? If Shaq,
Ethan loves the saying, "Does the Pope shit in the woods?" or
yes,
whatever.
I love that because it's just so funny. Well, I guess the original saying is, if some so and so, then I'm the Pope.
Right.
But then I like does so you say, oh, are you going to the movies today? Does the Pope shit in the woods? It's like I don't know, probably not. But in my case, yes, emphatic yes. Does the Pope shit in his own mouth, tub girl style? Yes.
Oh, boy.
So I don't know where I'm going with this, but Shaq doesn't own a Buick. Guarantee that. I guarantee that.
This is me living with back pain.
Icy hot.
And this is me treating back pain with
Oh, look at
Icy
this
Hot
shit.
Smart Relief.
Get a load of this.
Smart relief from Icy Hot.
Wow.
I gotta say,
Well,
Shaq
huge
dances a
honor to be
lot
named
like you,
NBA
dude.
2K18
Very
Edition
Ethan dance right there.
Maybe that's why I'm angry.
Asian beard.
Beard commercial? Like, what the hell? Like, for real? A beard commercial? I mean, what the hell?
My mojo always came from my beard. Before I could grow one, things were different.
What if we could get him in a Teddy Fresh commercial?
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Shaq.
But what size does he wear?
We can't fit him. We'd have to make it. He's got to be like 6XL or something. Hi, I'm Shaq. And this is me. And this is my friend Teddy Bear. It'd have to be some. His commercials are always like invariably corny. Hi, I'm Shaq. And this
But
is
it's somehow charming at the same time.
No, Shaq's
it's
awesome.
never like the bad kind of cringe. It's not the.
Shaq rules. I love Shaq.
It's not like Matthew McConaughey.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Because Matthew McConaughey, it's not a self-awareness. It's like he's trying to be so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what he does. In his Lincoln commercial, he goes, and then there's one where he says, the girl goes, I've never seen that before. And he goes, he combines I have into one grunt. It's crazy. Anyway. Oh, look at this vodka.
You know who I am?
This is not a joke. Yeah, this vodka, there's a LED screen that you can customize a message on it. Like, who fucking cares? It's a bottle of
I
vodka.
know what this is. It's the award-winning Medea vodka from Holland, with the world's only personal programmable LED display on the bottle.
That's
Why would you need that?
By the way, this is a Ring commercial, friend of the show. Great product, love Ring. I don't know why Shaq is blowing on his kid's ear, though, but let's question that. They're being cheeky. They're being fun. But he's in a Ring commercial. This. I couldn't figure out what this one was. He's sniffing soap with Kendrick Lamar. It's American Express, we found out.
Peekaboo Blossom.
Yeah.
I got some.
I was like, man, there's no way Soap can afford to pay these guys. American Express, they got big money. Yeah. And then this one was vitamin water. We also couldn't tell. Yeah. I'm sure we just scratched the surface too, but like now that you know, go watch television and you'll see that Shaq is in every other freaking commercial.
When I was putting that together, I just had to stop at a certain point because it could have been like an hour-long compilation if we did like every commercial.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he works for every brand. I guess he doesn't have a exclusivity clause.
It's almost like this is his career now.
Yes. No, he does a lot. Shaq, he's a Renaissance man.
He's an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah,
he's a DJ.
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur. He's a DJ.
He's cool.
He's funny.
Yeah.
I love Shaq. And I love that picture of him with his girlfriend. I know we showed it before, but it's phenomenal. I'm going to pull it up again. I don't give a shit if you guys already saw it. I don't
It's
care.
kind of like him and Kendrick.
That's true. Shaq and girlfriend. Y'all, I know I've talked about this before, but I fucking love it, so don't complain. It's just as good. It's just as good as the R. Kelly song, so expect to hear that. Here. Feast your eyes on this, dude. Imagine what that looks like in the bedroom. Holy shit. She must be dude, I mean, my God. His dick is probably the size of her whole thigh. There's no way not to think that. You can't call me, oh, you're a perv. Like, how else can you think about anything else? Look at his foot. His foot is the size of her thigh. Her hand doesn't. He's like, oh man. Shaq must have a challenging existence because he's so tall.
Yeah.
He's so huge. I think that tall is cool to a point, But the guy's like, how tall is Shaq? Can you guys look it up?
I think he's 7'1".
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean, that's ridiculous. The world is not made for people that tall.
Nope.
And neither are women. Damn, imagine. God, how do they even. Damn. Like a.
Yeah, he's 7'1", 324 pounds. It's a big dude.
How much do you weigh?
324.
God damn. And what is that like? That must be like a. What do you think about that, Hila? Do you have the same thought I do, at least?
Definitely crossed my mind.
It crossed your mind.
Yeah. Not gonna lie about that.
That's good. I want you to be. Why do you think his pants are so long? He's got like weirdly long pants. You know why? Because those are just long pants for normal dudes. That's all I can find. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah. There you have it. Oh man, I closed my document. What a dweeb. How's everybody doing back there? Ian, talk to me, Ian. Talk to me. I don't like when you get so quiet, Ian. I want to hear more from you. We got cameras for everybody too, right? Look at this. We got a camera.
I'm good.
There he is.
Cool.
Is that beautiful baby boy?
Anything else?
That's it. We can switch back to you.
No. Keep it on Ian. Don't switch back. Don't switch back. I see me. I don't want it on me. I want Ian. Ian.
Can we... We got Zach Cam too now.
Ian, stop. I will get to Zach. Why are you so embarrassed? Why are you so shy? You wanted to be a stand-up comedian at one point in your life. So why are you so camera averse?
Well, that career clearly failed.
Yeah. So. But you never really. I feel like you. Tell me about the. I mean, how many times did you do stand-up?
Maybe like 7 or 8. Not that many.
That's pretty good.
I gave up quick. The last time I did it was really embarrassing.
Tell me about it. I want to know.
Now?
Yeah.
Well, I had this gag planned and it just kind of fell apart, and that was the last time.
Come on, don't stop with the shortness. We're all interested. We all want to know what happened.
I'm like trying to switch and talk.
Oh, maybe I see. Just leave it on you. I'll make it easy.
That's not really what I want to do. Okay, well, I had this idea planned where, people will like, when they're giving a speech or something and they forget the words, so they'll write on their hand like a little note to remember what they're saying. So I did that, and I was going to go up and kind of act like I was forgetting my joke, and then check my hand, and then keep forgetting my joke, and I wrote all over my entire body. Like,
wow.
Yeah,
Wait.
so it was like...
Commitment to the bit right there.
Wait. Hold on.
So
what does all over the body mean?
Did you become the joke because you actually forgot, or?
Wait, hold on. You was all over your arms, all over your face. Like, what are we talking about?
It was all over both of my arms and my entire torso. This long joke, and so I was gonna start like checking my hand and then slowly pull up and reveal. And then I was gonna keep going, reading this entire joke off my body, and then it was gonna end with I start to unbutton my pants and then go, oh, it's not that funny, and then leave.
Whoa.
So that was the joke. It's a long, dumb gag.
And so how long were you on stage?
Well, here's the thing. I wrote this. I went and bought markers, and I wrote like a thing all over my body. I have a photo of it somewhere. And then I went to this comedy open mic, and It was in this tiny little room, and it was so hot in there. Like I stepped in, and I was talking to the guy next to me. I'm like, "Is it hot in here, or is it just me? It's like really warm." He's like, "It's not that bad," but I started sweating, and so I was getting close to going up, and then I was like 2 away, and then I went to the bathroom just to check, and my entire body was just blue ink. Like it melted.
So that is actually, like you said, the joke became super meta.
Yeah. So then I got paper towels, and like the trash can was just filled with like blue ink, like an alien got shot in there or something. And then I had to leave. I had no joke.
Oh, you didn't even go on stage?
No, because it melted.
Oh my God.
There were no
Ian.
legible words anymore.
So did you just bounce before they even called you on?
Yeah, I ran out.
And that was the last time?
Yeah, that's when I retired.
That's not a bad attempt.
I thought you were going to be publicly humiliated. That you
I got out of there before that could happen.
And did you ever have a good experience on stage?
Yeah, I had a couple. It was all right.
Got a couple laughs? Do you remember? What are some jokes you wrote that you got laughs?
I'm not going down this route.
Ian, God, I guarantee everybody wants to hear one of your jokes.
I have an idea for you.
Bad.
You should try PowerPoint stand-up comedy.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Mm.
You already have a few fans.
You could take pictures of your body with the joke written on you on a PowerPoint slide. And be like, here, let me, I wrote the joke on myself.
Yeah, I have a photo of it
He
somewhere.
was giving me I'm not the stand-up comedian. All right, Ian, you're being too coy about all this.
I just
give me a joke. I want to hear one of your jokes. You owe me that.
No.
You owe me that.
I don't think I do.
Does he owe me that?
No.
Oh, really?
That's hard to tell a joke like that on the spot.
Well, okay.
An elephant and a monkey.
This is his big shot. He's got the stage, and he's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your big shot. This could be the beginning of a beautiful thing for you, Ian.
I'm retired. I'm out of this game.
Yeah, you're not.
I got to pee so bad. What is
All right, Zach, how are you
That's
doing?
not me. That's a soundboard. I didn't say that.
All right. No, that was you, Zach. How's Zach?
I'm doing very well.
All right.
How are you?
I'm fine, man. I'm here in the show.
Here in my garage.
Dan is doing great as always. We got cams on everyone back there. Look at us. We're so official,
Look at
aren't
us.
we?
Wow.
We got a pretty complicated rig back there, eh, Dan?
It's we keep leveling up.
Dude, we got how many cameras we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we have 4 back there, right?
Yeah, actually 5 in there, right? Or we can do 5 in there.
Yeah, well, you're right.
Here.
We have a 9-camera rig going right now, live stream?
Yeah, I mean, we're not using every camera right now, but
Potentially.
Potentially, yes.
That's pretty high level stuff.
Pretty cool.
We're fucking killing it, dude.
I don't think anyone in the game has 9 cameras. I mean, I'm not going to say that we make... That doesn't mean anything about the quality of our content, but I'm just saying, in terms of camera quantity, I think we're probably number 1. That should be our thing.
The number one.
Most cameras in the game. Ian. Think about it. I'm not going to pressure you anymore, but I'd love to just kind of...
Humiliate me.
No. Who said? I'm just giving you your big break.
Yeah, sure.
All right. What else we got here today? Thank you guys for checking in. I would just like to check in on the team back there. Good people. Great people. Love them all. Really terrific. Zach is about to go off to college. Zach, did your parents bribe anybody?
No.
Well, you're not getting in.
But there's kind of ways around it. Like, you can write a check for a donation to the school, and it doesn't necessarily mean your kid will get in, but it's just like a wink donation.
Did they do that?
No.
Plenty of people do, though.
Yeah, I know some people that have done that.
I thought you were going to be like, there's other ways to get around it, like studying.
Yeah, you work your ass off, but I got shitty SAT scores. But
What's your SAT score? Do you mind? I know it's very private because people.
no, it's this was like 2 years ago.
I'll tell you what I got on my SAT.
What'd you get?
Oh, you did.
Well, let's start
SAT?
with Zach.
Wait, SAT.
It's different in Israel.
Mm.
SAT is like you take it. It's a score to assess like kind of how good how well educated you are. Simply
Yeah, so we do have something like that in Israel, but why did you need to do it
for college.
for college?
Colleges use it as
It's
sort of
super
a metric.
important.
Yeah.
I guess because I studied art, I didn't need to.
Hey.
You have to do
Right
it
there
for
with
every
you.
college. Yeah. There's another one too. What's the other one? The
ACT.
ACT.
ACT. Does everyone comfortable sharing their scores?
I didn't take the SAT. Fuck that.
Really?
It's awful, by the way. It's so brutal.
It fucking sucks.
I took the like practice one when I still had delusions that I would get into college. And I did pretty well on that one actually. I don't remember the score, but it was decent. But yeah, I mean my grades in high school were awful, so I knew.
The thing is, like, the kids who get insanely good grades have like SAT prep courses and they study their
Yeah.
ass off.
Yeah, it's the
So,
same in Israel.
You know, my score, I got like on the SAT, I got like a 1280.
You didn't prepare though?
No,
Was
not
that
at all.
before the change? Like when the max, because it used to be the max was 1600.
That's what it was. 1600.
It's like the max is much higher now. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. It was 1600 was a perfect score.
Right.
So 1280 was okay.
If you didn't do a prep,
I like to tell myself, you know, that if I prepped, I would have got that I'm much smarter than that reflects, is basically the story. And Zach, anyone else want to compare?
You did way better than I did.
For real? What'd you get?
Well, I took it the first time and I got a 1030.
Hmm.
And then I did like this tutoring study program and I got a 1020.
It went down? I want my money back.
This is why, but I do very well in school right now, and that's why I went to a community college and hopefully transferring.
You're a great student. I think IQ tests and SAT, it's all bullshit. IQ test is such bullshit.
It is beyond bullshit.
I'll never take an IQ test because
SAT test is only English and math, right?
Yes,
They don't actually test any other like science or history or anything.
No, it's all
it's like logic, right?
Well,
Like,
okay. The SAT is that's right. It's written, so you do like reading comprehension tests, and then you have to write an essay too. And then they also test you on math. But it's like algebra up to calculus, so it gets really challenging if you don't know the math.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's reading, writing, and math. So and then the other one, what's the name of the other one?
ACT.
The ACT tests you with like history and shit. Right? Science and history. I actually did better on that one.
I'm the opposite. I'm really bad with history, but I'm good with math and that kind of stuff.
You're a numbers genius, dude. You remember everything.
I don't remember anything now though.
Yeah, what happened? When I met Elish, you remembered everything, and I still like think that you remember everything. I'm like, Ela, what's the number?
No,
what's the
I
number
do.
again?
I do remember stuff, but I mean, I don't remember anything from like algebra anymore from school.
Algebra? Well, algebra is just like
I mean, like the complicated
Pythagorean theorem,
whatever
quadratic
that
formula.
Stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God, college is so annoying, dude. Ugh.
The prep work is the most annoying part.
I'm so glad that I'm not. I still have nightmares that I wake up and I'm in college and like I have like to write an essay. It was the worst. It's the worst. I hate school. And I did 5 years at Santa Cruz. Why did I do that?
I can't say that I have this kind of nightmares anymore.
I still do. But don't you agree that school is like the worst? It's the best part about being adult is that you don't have to go to fucking school.
One of the only good things about being an
I'm
adult.
kind of
Yeah,
the
that's true.
opposite. I don't.
Although work sucks ass even more. Yeah, like a normal job.
I kind of liked college.
Yeah, but your college was so bohemian. All you did was
Yeah.
like paint and do sculptures and shit.
Exactly. So I don't have your experience. But we did have some like more theoretical classes, but they were interesting.
My experience was not. But I was like freaking. I was like
But you guys do it at a different age, too. And I think that makes a difference.
That's a very good point.
Like in Israel, you go to the army first, you get all the partying out of your system, like the teenager craziness. And I went to college when I was like, I don't know, 22. Kind of already more mature.
That's a really good point. My
And
maturity levels from 18 to 22 were
it's
huge difference.
Big difference.
Yeah.
And then at that point also you really go because you want to do this and not because you have to. Kind of. So I think it's a different state of mind.
The thing is, I was like borderline suicidal in college because of my anxiety. So
yeah,
that made it way worse, but yeah, that's it. Yeah. How about that Shaq, huh? What, Dan?
Do you guys apply what you learned in college to your career today?
Fuck no, dude. The college was important, I think.
Literally zero.
Well, college is a great place to mature, to learn to interact with people, to manage your life and stuff like that. But it's also really not, because actually just being cast into the real world and being forced to get a job and pay your own rent and pay your own utility bills is a way better, probably like, you know.
Yeah.
College is just coddling kids they're like delaying real life.
But
it did give me opportunities I did not have, though, I think.
I was forced into a video art class that I was never going to take, and that kind of led us into making videos and into YouTube. And
well, there you go.
Started the whole avenue that we would have never taken.
I can confidently say that if you did not be forced to take that video art class, almost certainly we would not be entertainers.
I never shot a video before that class. Yeah. Never.
There you go. Go to college, kids.
I don't know that I can recommend college, though, because
I'm conflicted.
It's become such a trap. It really has become such a trap. I think if you know exactly what you want to do, if you're like, I definitely want to be a doctor, I definitely want to be a physicist, I definitely want to do whatever it is, and college is the next logical path, then it makes a lot of sense and you should definitely go do it. But if you're like, I don't really know what I want to do, but I know that I'm probably supposed to go to college and I'll figure it out there, that's when I think you should take a second thought and think about if there's other opportunities or other, because in a lot of cases, if you just go get a fucking job doing anything, save up some money, think about your life, mature a little bit. Because when you go to college, unless your parents pay for it, you're going to come out with a lot of fucking debt and a degree that's not going to help you most likely get a job. Especially if you do arts like I did, if you do creative shit like I did. I mean, my God, I studied creative writing, for Christ's sake, for 5 years. If I just got a job and then saved up money and then did writing as a passion in my free time, I would have been, I mean, technically you'd be way better off. But it's a lot about networking and meeting people. It's so hard to know.
I'm definitely conflicted on what I would recommend someone, because you do learn stuff about, even if you have to write an essay about something you'll never have to know again, just having to write an essay is something that develops you.
Absolutely,
yeah. But I can say pretty much everyone I studied with in my class in art, I still see them like on Facebook looking for a job or just
that's the reality
trying
for
to
everybody.
Get by.
That's just
nothing really came of it. It's really hard.
I mean, we were super lucky that basically from my degree, I was able to get a job in Israel. In America, nobody gives a shit, but in Israel, actually was some credibility. But same with me. A lot of my friends that went to college, it's like, they're waiting tables. And it's not their fault. They're smart, hardworking, dedicated, mature people. But the problem is that a college degree does not get you what it used to. And a lot of our parents pushed us into going to college because that's the next logical step. Because when they were kids, you would go to college and you would come out and you would get a $50,000 per year job right out of college. But sadly, that's not the case anymore. And student debt is now become the biggest pool of debt in the country. And student debt, unlike other debts, is not forgivable through bankruptcy. So you are going to be haunted by this debt
That is
forever,
yeah,
potentially.
I still can't really understand that whole part because what I'm used to is so different. It's really affordable in Israel. It's like $2,500 for a year.
Whew, Jesus.
Yeah.
So if you just have a part-time job or something, you can pay it by yourself. That's what I did.
The problem with a lot of schools, so I went to UC Santa Cruz. So it cost $20,000 or maybe it was like 15 for tuition alone per year. But then let's say you're like, I'm going to get a job and I'm going to pay for it myself. First of all, if you want to get straight A's, there's no fucking way to hold a full-time job and to do all the work required to get straight A's. I was a shitty student, so I could hold down a part-time job, but here's the other problem. There were so many people looking for work in Santa Cruz because there was this huge university there. I remember me and Elo once went to a yogurt shop to get an application, and the girl's like, I can give you an application, but honestly, there's really no point because I have a stack of about 50 people that already gave me an application to work here.
Just for a yogurt shop.
Making minimum wage. Like it's $6 an hour. So the possibility of actually working off a meaningful debt while in school is laughably ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous, the notion that you can work off your student debt while in school. It's just so it's a fantasy. It's a pure fantasy. Imagine working at a yogurt shop making $6 an hour and trying to pay off. So, and then because you can't pay to afford yourself, you have to take a loan out for your cost of living. You have to take a loan out for your rent, for your food, for everything. So you're going to end up spending $30,000 plus per year because you have to pay for your school, your food, your living expenses because there's no freaking way. And then whenever these colleges are, because they're so big, it inflates the real estate. It inflates all the prices. So a place like Santa Cruz, before the UC there, you probably get a nice apartment for like $500 a month. Me and Ela were paying, this was 10 plus years ago now, we were paying like $1,500 to share a house. And we shared a room.
$1,500, maybe $900, but for a room.
Oh, I thought we were paying over $1,000.
Mm-mm.
That's after somebody came and slept on our couch to reduce our rent, isn't it?
Maybe.
I think we were paying we were paying over $1,000. We were sharing a room, and then we had some dudes sleeping on our couch to help offset the cost. Because there's so many people, so it's really a vicious cycle. It's just so brutal, man. It's so brutal. And these motherfucking loan cocksuckers that are backed by the government. I had a government-backed loan at 11%. The government gave me a loan for my education at 11%. That's like illegal with dude, that is so high. 11%. And then my low ones were 6%. Do you know how much interest I get? On my savings account, 0.02. So who's making money? I'm not making money from the end. What is going on? Why am I not making interest on my savings account? And then these loan people are charging me 11%. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? For student loans, it's higher for student loans than any other loans, excluding predatory, payday loans.
I really hope that changes here someday.
Dude, I think this country is approaching a colossal crisis of a bunch of young people with over $1 trillion of student debt that they cannot get rid of, with super high interest rates that they are just going to be absolutely crushed. I mean, there's a whole generation of kids that are going to be fucking crushed.
Just looked it up.
Debt.
It's 1.5 trillion plus now is the total student debt in the United States.
Past credit card, past mortgage, past car loans. Right, Dan? You see that? You corroborate that?
As far as
amount of
compared
debt.
to how much total debt? Yeah. Let me see if I can find a chart. I got lots of charts here.
So I got fantastically lucky to be able to support myself. I had student debt that I was fantastically fortunate to be able to pay off when we were in Israel. We were working.
We immediately, the first year in Israel, we were both like, let's just get rid of this debt. Because I hate knowing that I have any debt.
I had about
it was
20.
Yours, but
Well, let me just tell you about Ela. I had $22,000 of student debt, and
Yeah.
we weren't married at the time. We weren't even thinking about marriage at the time.
Mhm.
We were committed to each other, though. But Ela, we were both working, and Ela was fucking pulling in her money to pay off my student debt.
yeah.
That's a real one.
But then we paid it off.
Yeah,
Fuck
that
it.
was amazing.
I pay mine off in I think 3 months. I'm almost there.
Oh, you're almost done with yours, Dan?
Yes, sir.
We should.
Stoked.
Nice.
How much debt did you have?
It honestly very low compared to what a lot of people have. I think when it's the initial amount was like $25K.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I had. That's a lot.
I mean, yeah, it's
People
it's a
have way
healthy
more,
amount.
though.
Yeah, people have way more.
Yeah.
So.
What was your interest rate? Do you remember?
I think it was around the same. I think that's it.
Does that blow your fucking mind?
Well, and they take advantage of the fact that kids don't understand anything about finance because we don't teach it in high school. So to me, it was like I didn't know that was high.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I didn't even look at this shit. I was like, I need the money.
Yep,
so what
exactly.
choice do I have? Boom, boom, boom. And then years later, I'm like, 11%. What?
That is just
Yeah, it's totally,
so
it's totally
awful.
nuts. So I feel my heart really goes out to our generation and the generation below us that are like,
Seriously. Because I'm thinking, like, at this point, at least at our age, like, reaching the 30s, you want to start thinking about buying a house and, like...
oh, give me a break. For most people, that's... Well, before we started having the absolute fortune of making a really good living, doing what we're doing now, the thought of buying a house was like, I might as well just win the lottery. I mean, it was like, what? Buy a house? I've got $1,000 in my bank account.
Yeah.
Buy a house? I live in L.A.
You're like, you're trying to think, like, wait, so how much is the down payment? Because I have, like, $10,000.
You're like, if I save, or like, okay, no, this is what you do when you want to buy a house. You're like, okay, so if I keep saving at my current thing, and if I get a raise, and everything's going great, if I just keep saving for another 30 years, I'll be able to put a down payment, and then I'll have the mortgage. So by the time I'm 85, I should be able to pay off my mortgage. Yeah.
I can't wait for someone to make a real change here. Specifically here in America. Like, healthcare is insanely expensive, and college.
Yeah, they get you on all sides. The college one is super predatory because, I mean, education. Well, and also I really do think that these universities and schools need to be, their pricing needs to be looked at, because the way they price the education, like if you look at the trend of prices from like the 80s, like my dad went to UCLA and he paid like a couple $100 for a class.
Yeah, same with my dad. He went to UC San Diego, and
Ridiculous.
I think he got like a free ride.
Yeah, my dad, he got a graduate, or not a grad, he got a bachelor's degree from UCLA, and he worked, paid his whole way through it.
Mm-hmm.
Came out without debt, had a degree. I mean, that's just not. Why is that not possible anymore? Things didn't change. I mean, America, the economy's stronger than it's ever been. We have more money and wealth in this country than we ever did before. So why is that still not possible? I don't get it. I don't understand. But if you look at the trend of the prices from colleges, it's gone up like 10,000%. What's changed? Administrators get paid a fucking shit ton more. That's for sure.
I don't know.
So I don't know. I don't know that college is the right choice because, unfortunately, it's just a racket at this point. It's hard because it's such a great thing. It is such a great experience, but it's come to the point where you have to really weigh the pros and cons. I wish there was less cons, but you really have to weigh them because there's way too many cons now. And that's just the sad reality.
It's a really...
It's just rich kids at college now. Kind of. Like, I knew a girl from my high school who went to the same college as me. She was an amazing student. She worked her ass off. She got even a scholarship. She came from a poor family, and she was working full time to pay for college at the same time because she was broke.
Mm-hmm.
And she dropped out because it was too stressful for her. I remember I used to see her occasionally and say, "Hi, how are you?" And she was just like out of her mind. And eventually she just dropped out because she was like, I just can't do all this. I think she just had a breakdown. But in my college days, of all the hundreds of people I knew, I didn't know anyone that worked full time. Most of the people didn't even work at all. Probably like 90% didn't even have a job.
So the parents are just paying for it?
Or loans.
Hmm.
Yeah. Dun, gung, 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 gung. Do you have your good grades? Do you have your SATs?
No.
Girl, would you like to get a loan from FAFSA? Hit me, start it over. Girl, do you have your SATs? Do you have your good grades? Girl, would you like to get a loan from FAFSA? FAFSA. 11%. Ooh, you'll be paying me back for life. Girl, do you like getting your income deducted by 50? Okay, you could end it. This is not going well. You get the idea. Jake Paul, guys. Jake Paul's back with a fucking spicy new single. Let's
right,
watch
the
it.
topic of the podcast.
Yeah, we took in a hard,
Oh, it's
hard.
funny. It's the title. I forgot.
Yeah, I know. People are like, why am I here again? So Jake Paul's out with a new single. It's Every Day, Bro. This one's called I'm Single. I guess he just broke up with his girlfriend, and he's ready to fuck. This is pretty much just an invitation for people on Instagram to send him titty shots. I'm single and my DMs are open. In other words, that's the alt title. Let's watch. Man, that jacket is really douchey, dog. And, whoa, that jacket is really... Bro, it's not... It's like, you're in a straight jacket, really? Come on.
Caught in my emotions and shit.
Caught in my emotions and shit. Caught in my emotions and shit. What is that, Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, seriously.
This guy could do a car commercial any day. Caught in my emotions and shit.
I've been drinking, floating, caught in my emotions, losing my mind.
This little kid bops as fuck.
Sinking, coping, left my heart broken, I don't know why. I've been thinking, hoping, can we leave it open? I just need time. I just need time.
Bro, do you really expect me to believe you walk around with that jacket? What is that jacket deal? What's your take on that as a fashion designer?
I think it could look cool on someone else.
Oh, really? Okay. Hilo likes it.
He's a punk rocker.
Oh, shit. He just got hit by a car.
I'm single. I'm single. I'm single. All the time.
J Paul, did you hear that? Bro, we know who you are. Watch this. Listen, he goes, J Paul. Why'd you put that in there?
J Paul.
That's that hypnosis. Buy that merch. Yeah.
We're not working out.
Okay, what do you think
Can
about
you
this outfit?
stop with those outfits?
This outfit you don't like.
No, I don't like anything because the way he wears it is so douchey.
Bro, why is he on a farm?
It's from Ohio, dude.
Like an old
Like,
Ford.
what's with the fanny pack? Where are you going right now?
I love how he's like, dude, I'm just a good old boy on the farm with my Mustang from the 60s. But also, I'm wearing Supreme, an off-white fanny pack, a Vehemence hoodie. Just a good old boy with a $10,000 outfit on.
You on the ground, going ham.
You on the ground. The auto-tune's fucking... I always imagine the auto-tune machine like smoking and shooting sparks.
Working overdrive.
It's like the warp.
I feel like
drive.
he's trying to do this thing that like a lot of rappers will do. It's a thing that you see a lot of people do today. Rappers like they kind of like sing, not trying to sing. Like it's kind of like no effort.
Right.
But it sounds. I mean, they pull it off. But Jake Paul can't do it, and it's just like it just sounds so bad.
Well, that's just your opinion because I think he has a beautiful voice. It says down here at the bottom, Insanity Ward. Yeah.
Going out. Well, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. You can gorge, you can have a good time. But just know at the same time,
Revenge.
I can play games too. I've been drinking, floating, caught in my emotions, losing my mind.
I feel like he's ripping someone off, but it's a style. You're right. He's trying to do like he's trying to do a Post Malone thing or something, but it's like
A lot of
far
rappers
off.
do it now, but it's no, not Jake Paul.
No, but he's single, dude. Imagine being attracted to Jake Paul. Just imagine the headspace would have to be in to want to date Jake Paul.
I can play games too. I've been drinking.
It's like Maddie B. It's kind of got a Maddie B vibe, and it's also for like an 8-year-old girl audience. Like, I'm out of my mind. Almost produced by Patrice Wilson, I want to say. I'm single. I'm out of my mind.
We need Patrice verse here.
Yo, dude, Patrice would crush a verse on this.
My boy Jake.
Yo, Patrice Wilson on the school bus. It's 3:00. Time for school to get out. I'm right behind this car with a cute girl. Yeah, he always raps about little girls and shit, like from Rebecca Black. Y'all remember his verse from that? Should I pull that up?
Wow, that's a throwback.
Let me pull it up real fast. Y'all got to see it. Rebecca Black, Friday. You all got to see this good shit, babe. Hang on. I know exactly where it is. I've seen it so many times, you guys. This is what this video is missing, is a Patrice Wilson solo. RB, Rebecca Black, so chilling in the front seat. On the backside, I'm driving, cooling, fast lane, switching lanes with a car by my side. Woo! Come on, it's school bus. It's Friday. We gonna have some fun. Come on, y'all. Dude, that's a fire verse. Sorry, haters.
What happened to Patrice? This he was kind of blowing up, and then
Dude, he was huge. Well, I'll tell you what happened. He fucking took it too damn far with Allison Gold. That's like saying, what happened to the Archbishop? It's like he fucked too many kids, man. He played. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's what happened. This guy went down. The Pope's right-hand man, the treasure of the.
I like that you're comparing him to.
I'm not saying he's a
Pope
pedophile.
right-hand man.
Yeah. I'm just saying he took it too far with Allison Gold. He got her in a little bikini and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, how do you go from Friday to
Crank it or shush?
Crank it? Yeah, I know. Let me watch this first thing because it's so fucking dope.
That's impressive.
By the way, I want to go on. Man, the Catholic Church is a messed up place, dude. I'm not going to back down from saying that. I just find
Let's not go there right now.
I know.
I'm not ready for that.
Okay. Well, I've already been there. But all I'll say is this, Hila, is that the treasure of the Vatican, he was number 3.
Yeah.
Went down hard for you know what.
Yeah.
Damn. That's not systematic at all. Fuck me, right? Next. On the backside, I'm driving, cooling, fast lane, switching lanes by my car. Woo! What it be? We gonna have some fun, y'all. By the way, he's following a school bus at night. Bro, why are you following a school bus?
I forgot just how fucked this video is.
Yeah,
It really
he's
is
the
creepy
legend.
as hell.
He's the ledge. Patrice is the ledge. But at any rate, back to the point here, that he's missing a Patrice solo. You can't even write it like he does.
No.
I'm behind the bar serving up kids that are wait. Like, how do you even? Like, what would happen is Patrice is the waiter and he comes with a milkshake and he's like, "Yo, you're single. You're single. You gotta have fun. You gotta look out for number one. But make sure that when you put roofies in that smoothie, you gotta put it in the tasteless, the odorless kind."
Caught in my emotions, losing my mind. I've been sinking, coping, let my heart broken.
Kids bop is fuck, dude.
I've been thinking, hoping, can we leave it
It's
open?
like so bad.
I just need time. I just need time.
Bro, I love that all of a sudden all these shit tier YouTubers think they're rappers. It's so transparent. It's like, I don't know if it's a commentary itself on the music industry at this point, but it's like, I can bet my life on that. Jake Paul has no musical talent.
You don't need to bet.
Okay, I'm not betting
I mean,
my
we're
life.
all
I don't want to
listening
bet my
to
life
this,
on
right?
anything.
I think we have evidence.
Okay, but so like all of these guys, it's an epidemic, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a musician. I'm gonna be a rapper." It's like, is that really the barrier for entry? It's like, you don't need to be a singer. You don't need to be able to play anything. You
don't even need to be able to rap, really.
But here you have it. I mean, it's got 8 million views, and people go and watch him perform this shit live. I mean, they're kids, granted, but I don't know.
Is he touring? Can we go to a Jake Paul concert?
Yes.
We should go.
You go.
I'll go.
Report back.
Yeah, I'll do a
Oh, bro, are you serious? Go and
Yeah,
report back.
I'll go to a Jake Paul.
I'll go with you.
You three go and take video, and they're gonna wonder why you're.
Ian
people are
can't
gonna
show
be
his
freaked
face
out.
there.
Ian can do a stand-up routine. I'll get you. I'll book you, Ian.
Ian will get excommunicated from the Kanye.
Ian, well, you can do your Smurf routine. I imagine you did blue markers all over yourself, and you looked like a Smurf when it was all rubbed out. All right.
Even try.
I'm single.
I'm single.
I'm single.
Pretty high budget video though.
Well shot.
Yeah.
Give it
Said
that.
you had enough and you're leaving. Then you wanna call me when you need shit. Trying to guard my heart playing defense. Got me drunk,
Dude, you
texting on the
suck. That
weekends.
is so. I'm sorry. That dance makes me want to die. Can I go back?
Playing defense. Got me
Is
drunk,
that the worst thing you've ever seen, or what? Let me play it again.
defense. Got me drunk,
Let me
texting
play it
on
on slow motion. Here, you guys know you can do this. Speed, 25%.
Are you a hacker, dude?
Yeah, just hack, bro. I'm part of the elite hacker group known as Anonymous. Look at him go. Oh, no. Yeah. Nah, that wasn't that cool.
No.
It wasn't that cool. I'm single.
on the weekends. Way too young to be stressing out. Back with the fellas now. I'm doing better now. Getting cheddar now. Big cheese better now. I was trying to bring you up, but you let me down. Drinking, floating.
What kind of papers is he signing?
Yeah, I know. I'm saying if Jake Paul's signing papers and shit back there like
What
he's
was
the
that?
president, I'm the Pope in the bathtub like Tub Girl shitting projectile diarrhea into my mouth.
What?
You know Tub Girl?
No.
Pull that up.
No.
No.
Tub Girl is an infamous internet shock image of a girl having projectile diarrhea into her own face.
What?
Gnarly. I still don't know if it's real or not, but
I think it's real.
I don't know.
Studied it carefully.
It's because it's got a crazy arc.
Yeah, it's God. I haven't
that-
thought of that
so-
one in a
so-
long time.
Yeah. So
It's no goatsy, but
just imagine the Pope doing that though in his Pope outfit. Yeah.
In my mind, I've been thinking, coping, let my heart broken. I don't know why. I've been thinking, hoping, can we leave
Yeah,
it
here you go. Dang.
It's basically like one song before making a "Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?"
Huh. Right.
Because it's like an invitation to all these
That's
12-year-old
it is,
fangirls.
Yeah. Are you 18? Are you 16 in some states? 15 in some states. I heard it's 15 in Alabama. I'll be there next week. What's the lowest legal age of consent in the states? I know some states go really low.
I think it's 16 in some,
Are you
shouldn't say.
16? Are you 18? I'm single now. Yeah. Logan, man, this is like a real throwback. We're talking about the Paul brothers.
Yo, what the fuck? I just looked it up. It's 12 in some place? Are you fucking kidding?
No. Where?
Please, no.
Oh, that's in Mexico.
It's 12 in Mexico?
In some states, Mexican states have a primary age of consent which can be as low as 12. Yikes.
Oh, that is so messed up. That is not...
Lowest in the U.S. is 16.
Dude, you cannot consent as a 12-year-old.
Yeah, that's
what?
wild.
That's not an age of consent. It's like the age of like watching cartoons by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's horrifying. That is horrifying. Your Honor, she did give me her permission. Yeah, this is a real throwback. Forgive me for talking about the Paul brothers, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to get in the mud. So I thought this is Logan Paul's trailer for the Flat Earth, and it's so, first of all, it's so cringy because it's so much trying so hard to be Shane, and you always see like one person break out with something really original, like Shane with his documentaries, and then all of a sudden, everybody's a documentarian.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Logan Paul is the new documentarian. Suddenly, he's a hip hop artist and a documentarian, and it's edited so overly dramatic. And all he did was like go to a flat Earth convention. Like it's just not that serious. So here, enjoy this. To the
Conspiracy
edge.
theories.
This is trying to sound smart.
Global warming and it's a hoax.
Who killed John F. Kennedy?
But even crazier,
Why does his voice sound like the intro to a Disney show?
It does.
But even crazier?
You notice he said he brought up conspiracy theories, and then the first clip is about global warming.
Ew.
It did?
Yeah, you're right. What is that? Wait, hang on. well, it said. Okay, hold on.
we've all heard them.
Global warming and it's a hoax.
Who killed John?
Oh, it was someone saying global warming is a hoax. In fact, it may have been the president that was weirdly pitch shifted.
Warming and it's a hoax.
Who killed
Doesn't it sound?
Oh, I think you're right.
But even crazier,
But even crazier is my mom and dad that run a science lab in their basement. That's like where it's going. But even crazier is my big brother, who's also a fairy. This is my crazy life.
people that actually believe them.
Bozo. Bro, this Maverick kills me.
What?
That logo.
He's got like a super cinematic looking Maverick bird that's supposed to be like Lionsgate or some shit, and it looks so bad.
What?
Okay, bro, really? You're gonna hit me with a long shot of your like $7 million estate?
What does that got to do with anything?
He's establishing the setting, Hila. It just so happens it's a drone shot of his mansion.
But nothing happens in his house, does it?
Bro, he's establishing
have to
the
watch
location.
and find out.
Friend,
No, they're just talking.
do you think the Earth is flat?
So fake.
Believe the Earth is flat? Earth is flat. Satan's greatest lie. Destruction.
The world that we're living in has been misdescribed.
What shape is the Earth?
Dude, can you actually believe that he's wearing a suit jacket with a Maverick on it? It's like, you don't have to brand everything. His own suit jacket that's way too small, right, Hila?
Yeah.
Is got a Maverick on it. I mean, give me a fucking break, bro. Okay, and again, he's
I didn't get over the drone shot of his house.
Yeah.
It's still there. I don't understand that.
establishing location.
Such an unnecessary flex.
Where's the drone shot of this elementary school?
That's how you
location.
establish location.
So this conversation is taking place in my $7 million mansion. Just to let you know. So now we're back at my $7 million mansion to think about this even more. I love that he's really gone in deep to really get to the core of this, and by interviewing a 5-year-old, an expert witness.
What shape is the Earth?
Flat. Are those his legs?
Think that the Earth's flat
Yeah.
because if it wasn't,
Yeah, he's sitting. Can I say Indian style? Is that appropriate?
No, that's not. He's on a
crossed
chair.
applesauce,
I'll be
dude.
falling off of it.
Oh, nice look at the camera, genius. I hate him. Sorry, I shouldn't hate people. I don't hate him, but you know what I hate? That he's just so blatantly ripping off Shane.
Yeah,
it's just so embarrassing,
Even the look
bro.
through the camera, everything.
It's just
the
so
editing.
embarrassing, bro. Just, I don't know, man. Don't try to pretend like you're a documentarian all of a sudden.
It's just so transparent. He's like, wow, Shane's blowing up right now. I gotta do what he's doing.
Man. This is an appropriate time to announce that I am working on a documentary about furries. That would be actually good. So that is what I'm working on, and I'm inspired by Logan Paul.
It gives me great pleasure to announce for the 2018 Third Flat Earth International Conference, this many people can start questioning the reality. The truth sets you free.
Stop with the editing.
That they did go to space is nonsense.
Do you acknowledge that other planets are round? I don't acknowledge that other planets are planets.
People could think that it's round is because the shape of your eye is round.
We don't have toilet
That's
water.
pretty. This guy had me at toilet water. I don't know what's coming next, but whatever is coming is groundbreaking.
What was it? Can you go back?
Bro, we don't have toilet water. Wait, how far do you want me to go back?
Just the toilet water.
Shape of your eye is round.
We don't have toilet water flying out on people in Australia because of gravity.
Checkmate. We don't have toilet water flying out at people in Australia because of gravity.
Where?
Checkmate, atheists.
Yeah, I mean, can't argue with that.
Checkmate, rounders.
When you're taught that you just came from nothing, because the scientific narrative is nothing.
Oh, by the way,
exploded
there's like
and
a
created
cute
everything.
flat earther that he falls in love with. It's so fake. Everything is so fake. And apparently his friend is a flat earther.
And we're crazy.
Yeah. Any organization has to start their meetings by shouting, "We're not crazy," you might have a problem on your hands.
I didn't know any of this stuff before I came here, and
You're still learning.
Truth sets you free.
Look at
Teach
this.
you some things.
It's tough because
Oh, wow. He happened to meet a supermodel who believes the earth is flat and doesn't wear bras either. You can see her
And
nip a
then-
little bit there. She doesn't wear bras.
And then there's paparazzi.
I'll tell you
shots
what
of
is.
them, or
I'll tell you what's not flat. Them nips I can see through her shirt.
Why are you obsessed with? It's not that bad.
I don't know. Just trying to make a gag. By the way, his henchman is the dumbest looking guy I've ever seen in my life. Guy's such a bozo, man. He just keeps him around because he makes him feel like a genius. This guy probably got an 800 on his SAT. Yeah, I know. Zach said, damn.
You've been told something your whole life, and you've been a certain way.
Logan's like, dude, you show me a girl like that, I'll tell her the earth is flat.
Right? Stop becoming a flat earther. I'm not saying I am.
Man, Robbie, I just don't know what to believe anymore.
The truth sets you free. Truth sets you free. Truth sets you free. Truth sets you free.
What was that shot? Logan on the mountain?
I can't imagine anything causing him angry enough to smash shit.
What is this?
He's trying to see if the world is curved.
He smashes the globe.
So the
My name is Logan Paul, and I think I'm coming out of the flat Earth closet.
So imagine actually like, I'm sure that it's dramatized and he doesn't.
Yeah.
But being like, yeah, I'm a flat earther. Also, why would you drop the mic? That's so douchey. Hello, what did you do? You just like you didn't do a mic drop. You're at a convention. This is not an epic victory. Imagine doing a mic drop at a flat Earth convention. Does that bother you?
Yeah, it does. They're
Thank
all cause all these people are on the same page.
Fuck you guys.
But the crowd is on the same page with him.
You don't mic drop at a flat Earth convention. It's just not done. To the edge and back, I guess, assuming I went there, I fucked some hot lady who was flat Earth, I got my nut, and then I came back, and I believe the Earth is round again. Yeah, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that.
Is this coming out on April 1st or like? Is this
March
just-
20th.
March 20th, next week. Yeah.
That's exciting. That is a thrill. By the way, Shaq was in Hot Ones. That was just on our suggestion bar. It's like, hello, Shaq, can you get in my life, please, for 1 second?
I'm going to watch that.
So finally, we've been talking about Salt Bay a lot. I'm obsessed with Salt Bay because I come to the realization that he's kind of a ridiculously gimmicky bad chef. The food he makes is ridiculous. Like he'll cut a long stretch of salami, he'll cut it in half, grill it, and then dump a bunch of cheese on it and put it in bread. And he's like, dinner served. So I saw on Instagram, wouldn't you believe, that the Bradberries were freaking hanging with Salt Bay. And I was like, wow, this is way too coincidental. So here's the video.
Close that sign.
Oh man, killing it.
Wow.
He's licking his lips. He's ready for
Oh,
it.
here it comes.
So I had a before. That is weirdly. That's very homoerotic, I have to say.
Because last time we were saying, what if it was guys? Would he do the same move?
I didn't think so.
I didn't think so either.
But apparently, it's his thing to feed people at the tip of a knife and force them into this very uncomfortable. Dude, Salt Bay must be really psycho to think that people actually want to do that. That's a little gay, right? Dan?
Yeah, also
everyone in back?
That piece is kind of big.
Huge. Nobody's backing me up on that.
What?
Crickets. It's a little gay.
What's gay about having a man dangle meat in front of your face?
And a tight ass.
What are you talking about?
The tightest shirt I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Thank you, Dan.
It reminds me of the girl with the Alfredo sauce.
Oh, God.
With
Don't
that
remind me.
huge-
Deep throating it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's basic. I mean, he's like, yeah. Deep throat this meat, bye. I hate everything about him. I just don't like his persona. He's such a douche. That's way too big of a
Look,
bite.
he's still chewing.
No, I know. You can't enjoy
It'll
it.
take you forever to chew that.
It's like a really expensive cut of meat, and you're supposed to eat small bites and enjoy it. I mean, my God, what the hell? Look at him trying to enjoy it. Yeah. So that's it. So we're like, oh my God, this is such a rare opportunity. So we got on the phone with Ethan Bradbury and Mo Bradbury, and we asked them questions. I want to know, how did they enjoy it? What was the experience like? So without further ado, we have their answers here for us today, and this is a real treat. So we asked them first, did you specifically go to meet Salt Bay? And this is what they said.
At the time, his restaurant in New York City just opened up, and he was going to be there for quite some time, maybe a week or two. So we figured, because he's there and he's a meme, and it's kind of that whole meme world, since correlates with what we do, we found it interesting and intriguing to see what it was all about in person, see how he was in person.
Is this Ethan or
Yeah,
Mo?
this is Ethan.
No, I didn't think you would give such a long answer. Usually it's like a 2-word man.
Yeah. Well, he's a meme now. I like that. He accepted, because when we had them on the podcast, he was like, what is a meme? I don't understand. And now he is a meme, and he's going and visiting other memes. How did you get to interact with you?
The way to interact with that man is you have to spend a lot of money in his restaurant.
Yeah.
You just spend over $400 or $500. Then he comes to your table and does his whole comedy skit. I call it a comedy skit. Yeah, you have to spend money for you to see him. So you basically paying for a show.
I love those guys.
So you pay extra to see him?
Well, no, he's saying you have to spend a lot of money.
Oh.
And then he'll come do a little feed you the meat. The old feed you the meat routine. Did Salt Bay know who the Bradburys were? Wow, that would be fascinating.
Like not producer, but like one of the guys, the main guy that films his stuff and puts it on his social media. He recognized us and he thought it was cool for him to introduce us to Salt Bay. And so he introduced us to him before they seated us at the table. We got to know him a little for like 5-10 minutes, and then we got like a whole entourage that walks around with him, like his film crew or whatever. The guys that put all the videos together and kind of like produce it, you know?
Nah, yeah, to be honest, he was very quiet. I rarely talked with him. Like I was taking a picture with him and then he just shook my hand.
It was mainly his cameraman that was talking to him.
He doesn't speak, this guy.
I love these guys. I love these guys. They're the best, aren't they? I could listen to them talk about anything. Salt Bay is such a weirdo. What is this phenomenon?
We should try and go.
No.
You wouldn't want to go to Salt Bays?
No. Well, listen to them talk about the experience. Were they satisfied with their meal?
Hell no. You know what we did right after? We went to the halal cart. Because in New York City, you'll find one
every block,
every corner, especially when you're in the city. Like, that was the little tease. It was an appetizer. We had, like, 2 steaks. We had, like, lamb chops.
Yeah, the salad alone is like $35, $45.
It was just like an appetizer. I felt like I ate an appetizer. And it was
they
just
felt like they had appetizer.
I was still very hungry after that. Went for like $5 halal cart plates. You know, it was pretty good. But if you wanna get full or if you wanna hit the spot, you have to spend, I'd say, $1,000, $2,000.
That's
if you
insane.
Spend 15 to 20 grand on food every month, that's your place to go.
The thing is that a great, like the most expensive steakhouse in LA, which is like Mastro's, you can get like the most ridiculous, like aged bone-in filet. You could get a tomahawk, let's say, which is like the craziest, most expensive, for like $200. And that's enough food for like 3 days. So I don't know I'm not surprised that he's charging these insane amounts. $500 and they weren't even full. Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It does a little bit. And it's packed. But here's the $1 million question that I had for them. Were his elbows clean? Because this guy is sprinkling salt off his elbows like that's all good and all sanitary. That's like when you work in a kitchen, everything's nasty. That's why you wash your hands all the time. That's like having salt on the table where you prep food and then taking your plate and then being like scraping it off the tabletop on the food. So let's hear what they said.
No, I think there was a whole bunch of like dry sweat. I felt like there was like some sweat over there, you know. That was like I felt like he was sweating during the day, you know. I doubt he showers like in between shifts or whatever.
What?
Wait, didn't he say it was nasty last time I heard this?
It was covered in sweat, yeah.
No. I thought he said specifically that it was nasty. He did say that in so many words.
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah. Who's that come from? The Mitts.
Yeah. Another fans.
We gotta get Ethan and Mo to talk about more stuff.
Yeah, I like just hearing them talk about shit.
Should be our correspondents, H3 podcast correspondent.
I would love that. Love,
Yeah.
love that.
We should.
So, and then they had a special message for us, Ela. I haven't heard this
Oh.
one. Yeah.
All right, so, you know, we want to congratulate, because we never actually got to do it verbally. So me and Mo want to congratulate Ethan and Ela on their first child.
Thank you. That's nice.
Many blessings, you know?
You know?
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, that's sweet. These guys are
Sweet.
those guys are sweethearts, aren't
That
they?
guy's like many blessings, you know?
I know, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Out of all of the H3 meme people, they would have been the last for me to expect to wind up being actually really chill and cool guys. I don't know about cool, but
It's hard to say because on one hand you have to remember their pranks in the hood.
Yeah, of course.
But I guess people can redeem themselves, right?
Yeah.
They can grow.
They've got a redemption arc for sure.
They're legends. I mean, what can you say? You got it. They're as as complicated and beautiful as a look. Diamonds are made in the rough. Diamonds are made under intense pressure, made under the earth, and so they come out beautiful. And I think the Bradburys are beautiful diamonds in that way. That it's not always pretty. It's a long process with a lot of pressure, but you come out a beautiful, shining diamond.
It's beautiful, man.
Thank you. It's really quiet. This is Ethan. Do you want it? So, and then that's it. That's all we got.
That's it.
That was great.
Well, you want to talk about the Teddy Fresh stuff?
We've been going on for like 2.5 hours.
It won't take long. We can talk about it next week.
So next week we have Tio.
Oh, yeah, we have Theo Vaughn on Wednesday. That I'm excited about. There was this post. Let's just talk about it. I mean, I might as well. There's this post, and this is always getting posted so frequently. First of all, Zayful, I don't know what's their story. Are they just like some Chinese knockoff?
I looked at the website and everything looks like a knockoff of something.
This pops up all the time, so I thought we'd just address it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously just a total knockoff, but you can see the material. I think that I kind of want to order one out of curiosity, but it's obviously really shitty fabric.
And the thing is that it definitely sucks, but I think it's not that easy to enforce the trademark or that we have at this point on like a hoodie. It's kind of difficult. And also, I'm confident in our quality and in our product. So if you buy this for $20, it's not going to be the same.
You can see it's like super lightweight. It'll probably disintegrate after one wash. But that's kind of the highest compliment that we're getting bootlegged. I mean, that's pretty sick. Because if you look at like Supreme or Champion or Louis Vuitton or Gucci or whatever, all these brands, the fact that someone actually cares enough to knock off and bootleg, and I get ads for this shit on my Instagram all the time.
It's really annoying.
So like the fact that somebody is worth it their time to knock us off is kind of the highest compliment you can really get for your clothing. But so there's that, and then on Ali, the part that actually I really did want to correct the record on is that this is so typical of Reddit. Like these Reddit geniuses that think they talk with ultimate confidence, and I don't even know why or I don't know if you erased.
Should you show the usernames?
Well, whatever. It's all public.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's not like an email address. I don't even know if well, anyway, someone wrote a comment. I want to find the Alibaba link though. Well,
do you guys just have the link?
I can find it.
I think he may have erased it. Well, anyway, Alibaba is a Chinese merchant website. It's kind of like Amazon of China. But because it's in China, there's nothing. There's freaking nothing you can do about it. And so there's a lot of merchants on Alibaba that will rip off popular designs. Well, they'll actually just rip off the pictures from our website or Zumi's website and Photoshop out the logo.
So they claim that they make it, and so if you want to buy like bulk quantities, they claim that they made the color block, so you can buy it from them.
Yeah.
It's
well, this commenter, he speaks with ultimate confidence. He's like, actually, Teddy Fresh doesn't even make these. They buy them.
They buy
bulk
the blanks
from Alibaba, and here's the link, and it's obvious Photoshop from Zumi's with their logo photoshopped out. And the thing is, he talks so confidently that people just start upvoting. They just believe it. It had like hundreds of points. So I was like, I cannot.
Yes, I found one of the I don't know if this is the specific one you were talking about, but it says, to everyone claiming the design is stolen from Ela, this was already an existing design that was incorporated into the Teddy Fresh line. You can buy the sweatshirt in bulk from Alibaba here, which I just gave you that link.
Yeah, so this is literally a picture from Zumi's website.
So the funny thing is
that they
like,
photoshopped the logo out of.
It couldn't be any further from the
And these
truth.
are all, look, this has a champion logo. These are all designs ripped. Here's our other hoodie.
This is what Ian's wearing today.
Yeah, Ian's wearing, show Ian, would you?
Um,
Ian, stand up. Yeah, there it is.
I know that people always want to hear a little bit about the process, so it's kind of, I can explain a little bit now because of this accusation is so far from the truth. So like with the color block hoodie,
Here,
first of all, the
look at
fabric itself is...
So, and then somebody...
I'm trying to talk.
Sorry, you're right. I fucked up, dude. Go ahead.
The fabric itself is, first of all, custom made. It's a really heavy cotton fabric that is very unusual for a hoodie, usually, which we like. That's why we made it that way. It's really heavy, really thick, and really, like, rigid. And then the fit is something that when we start with a design, we'll submit a design to the factory, and then we get a sample. And then we do a fit session when we'll try it on. Dan has tried our clothing on. Ian has tried things on. We'll get notes. We'll send them notes. And then we'll, over a few samples, finalize the fit. Every time get a little closer to the fit that we want.
Takes like half a year, the process.
And then when you finalize the fit, you finalize the design, the colors, only then they make the bulk. So that's kind of like how the process works. So it's really funny to me that people...
I just hate how they speak so confidently. And then so people, it started rising up. It had like hundreds of upvotes. And I'm like, usually I don't address this stuff, but I think it's important that, especially when there's so many people out there that are just looking for a scoop or a story, it's like, you can't let the misinformation become the new fact. Because we work so freaking hard on Teddy Fresh. We have employed the best people in the business, frankly, that we could find. I mean, they're like our lead designer that we love and cherish. He worked for Champion for like 6 years. I mean, he's been in the business for like 15 years. The guy is incredible talent. And we went specifically to get the best people we could to build this really reputable company. And we spent a lot of time, like you said, Hila, on the fit, on the colors, on the sourcing, finding factories to work with. These are custom made. Hila freaking designed this. Like, I just hate, I really hate reading that and saying, we buy blanks on Alibaba. I'm like, dude, Hila drew this in her notebook.
I honestly find it amusing, if anything, just to see the...
But then, the lie becomes the truth.
Yeah,
that's what
that
I
is
didn't
annoying.
want.
Yeah.
But so, like, I even saw people being like, which is so insane. They say, no, look, the pictures on Alibaba is the same picture on Zoomies, so Zoomies took it from Alibaba and put the logo on it. Imagine thinking that, and people were upvoting. I had like 100 upvotes. Imagine Zoomies. There's like 1,000 stores in across the country, and they took a picture from Alibaba.
This hoodie will be restocked next week, by the way. I see a lot of people asking.
Somehow Zoomies magically appeared more pictures of this model than Alibaba has. I don't know how they pulled that off. I even saw this one with this photoshopped out, and it's like everyone is just so quick to see the worst, and it's just we work so hard on this to make the best product, and we are super proud. We stand by the quality, and we stand by the product, and it's just and it's your work. This is really like...
That's why this stuff don't even faze me in the slightest, because I find it amusing. It's just...
I didn't find it amusing. I don't mind people having their opinions about the quality and how but like a blatant lie saying that we purchased blanks from Alibaba is just insane. I have no idea what you get if you bought this. It's not this. This is just a stolen image. I don't even know if you get anything at all. But from production, from you drawing it to us selling it is like, how long does that take? It's like 8 months.
It takes 6 months, sometimes longer, depending on the complexity.
These guys will make it in 7 days, apparently. So, yeah, I just wanted to correct the record on that. But in this case, yeah, it's just a knockoff. I mean, what can you do? At least they're not like No, it's a knockoff. It's fucked up. And people always say, "Oh, well, Teddy Fresh didn't invent colors." It's like, yeah, you can color block and get inspired.
I agree. Sometimes people will send me stuff that they think is a copy of ours, and it's not. Like,
Yes, totally.
color blocking is something that everyone is doing.
Totally.
A lot of stuff, and there's trends, and everyone is going with the trend, and everyone is also in art. Everyone is inspired from someone else.
Totally.
And I'm very open to all this stuff. I don't mind
Totally.
it.
Yeah.
This specific
This
hoodie
is a blatant.
is definitely
Yeah, it's a knockoff.
a direct.
I mean, it's the same blocking. It's the same colors. So, I mean, you can't really deny it. But again, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't bother me that much. It's the misinformation that really troubled me. Yeah. So that's it. But honestly, we're just hiring our 5th full-time employee for Teddy Fresh. We have a project manager, a lead designer, a designer. We just hired a merchandiser, and we have
A bookkeeper.
and a bookkeeper.
We're looking for graphic designers.
Yeah, we're growing fast, and we are seriously working super hard, and we take so much pride in the product, and then in the designs, and in the fit. Like, so many times we'll get a shirt, and it looks good, and it's fine, but I obsess over the fit being perfect, and the quality, and the stitching, and everything. It's super, super, super important for us, and we work really hard, and we do not just buy blanks. Everything is custom made, custom fit. And we have super talented people working on it. Right, Ela?
It's one thing to buy blanks for a T-shirt. You could do that.
Some people,
but-
even Supreme does that, as I understand. We've never
Yeah.
done that. We've thought about it, but we have never purchased blanks for a T-shirt.
Yes, so far we haven't. But
It makes sense in some cases if you have your own original prints or embroidery or something, and you want to make it in the States. There's certain cases where buying a blank T-shirt works, but that's a far cry from a cut and sew custom hoodie. Probably most big clothing companies and street bands, I would guess, use blanks for printed tees. That's just a T-shirt and a solid color with a print on it.
Yeah.
That's the bread and butter of a lot of clothing companies. So I wouldn't be surprised if they use blanks. We have never used blanks. I'm not saying we might not. I mean, it's worth it in some cases to use blanks for T-shirts, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. So
Anything else?
Next week, stuff is finally restocking.
Yeah, the color block is finally.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Dude, we created a black market for some of our clothes. I mean, that's incredible. Right?
Yeah, it's
insane.
It's flattering.
Yeah. And all we have to do is go to Alibaba and just buy a bunch more. It's the best deal ever. Yeah, it's super weird that Zoomies would just rip this picture off. You'd think they would take their own pictures being such a huge company. You know? So strange.
How long are we on? It's like
Yeah, let's get off this.
almost 3 hours.
All right, we're done. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope y'all had a great time. Dan is saying wrap it up. Dan's over it. No, we got to wrap it up.
No, Ela probably has to pee.
Yeah, I know you're over it, Dan. It's fine. He said yep. Guys, it's Friday. Isn't that the best? I love Friday.
It's good.
Hit me with that music, Dan. And hit me with that R. Kelly.
One sec.
Then turn the music. Yeah, we don't want two songs playing at the same time.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't make. It's Friday, baby. Did you get your DVRs recording? Did you get your Mexican food? Did you get your pizza? It's Friday. Did you record Seinfeld? It's Friday. You can get 2 for $1 Little Caesars.
Real?
I don't know. It's Friday. Papa John's was an inside job to oust Papa John Shatner from his own company. Papa John's can't be Papa John without Papa John. It's Friday. I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Okay, but now I'm going to hit it for real. Did you get your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
To America.
Next week, we have Theo Vaughn on Wednesday. There is a thread up on the subreddit. Leave your questions for him. Theo Vaughn is a very hilarious, very incredible comedian.
Yep.
A good old boy, in fact. And boy, is it an honor to have him on our show. He's got his shots. He's got his passports. He's ready to go to America. Are you guys ready to go to the weekend? I sure am. Thanks for watching. And as always, stay awesome. Well, who's that from? We always say that. Who says stay awesome? Is that PewDiePie? Stay awesome. Stay awesome, guys.
Your thing now.
Stay awesome. Cut it.